cooking with a little bit of gas. Like he cooking with gas today. Yeah, no doubt.
These NBA legends belong at the GOAT table, but there's one person that has to leave. We have a bunch of different tables today. We have a bunch of different themes that we're going to go through, and there's going to be somebody that just can't eat at the table with the rest of these legends. Now, here's what it's going to be, y'all. We have different theme tables. At each table, there's 5 people. 3 people get guaranteed seats. 1 person can stay, but they have to stand and eat. And 1 person just got to get up out the restaurant. And here's the whole thing, Mars. This is after a double overtime game. Everybody,
bro, I can't even sit. I can't like go to the next table. I got to leave the restaurant. Like I can't even.
You got to get up out of here.
Damn. Okay.
After a double overtime game, chill on a Tuesday.
Damn. I can't even sit at I can't sit at that table, but you can't even eat in there. You got to leave.
Nah.
Go.
Nope.
Holy shit. All right. This is gonna be this. We cooking with gas today. Yes, we are.
Yeah. And so we have a few tables. We might not be able to get to all of them, but we're gonna get to as many of them as we can. My man Ox just joined in, gifted in the house. We got a good one, y'all. All right, we have the accolades table. We have a greatest playoff run table. We have a scoring table. We have a clutch table, which means we're in the 4th quarter and we're down 10 points. We have a 2-way versatility table. We have a no ring table. And I didn't send this to you guys, but I cooked up one more. We have a PRA table.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Right,
we have a good old PRA table.
Right. Love that table. Love that table. Love that table, Ron. Let's go.
Right.
Love that table.
Here's what we gonna do, y'all. I'ma let, since Gifted is our honored guest, I'm gonna let Gifted pick out of which table he wants to start with. Now, actually, no, I won't tell the people who's at the table. Once Gifted selects it, then we'll choose it, and I'll let the people know who's sitting at the table. And then we'll go around the room, and each and every one of you guys, if we get around to you, we'll choose a table. Gifted, what table do you want to start with?
You know what I gotta say, man. PRA table. Let's run it up.
PRA table. All right, this is off the cuff because I did not send you guys these players. You guys don't know who these guys are. Well, you guys know who these guys are. You just don't know who that is.
One second. We got a 2-way table, 2-way versatility table.
Yeah,
we got all-time playoff shit table. Right? Is Kawhi Leonard sitting at any of these tables, Ron? Can you let the people know?
My God,
he's not
sitting at the bad knee table.
Is he at the PRA table?
Oh, I should have did the what if table. It could have been Kawhi.
That would have been a hard table. That would have been a hard table for sure. Yeah,
got there too. Penny Hardaway. Yeah,
that's Kawhi's table right there.
Maybe we'll get around to that, Pen. Maybe we'll get around.
Sorry, Ron, but we had to begin the show with PRA table. You know the vibes, man. You know the vibes.
Points, rebounds, and assist table. This is strictly stuffing the stat sheet. Hey, you guys obviously know we're gonna start with Jokic. He's at the table. Well, he's at the restaurant trying to sit at the table. We got Wilt Chamberlain. He's at the restaurant trying to sit at the table. We got Oscar Robertson. He's at the restaurant trying to sit at the table.
Stuffing the stat sheet.
We have James Harden. He's at the restaurant and he wants to sit at the table. And last but not least, we have the triple-double king himself, Mr. PRA Russell Westbrook is at the restaurant and he wants to sit at the table. Jokic, Wilt, Oscar Robertson, Russell Westbrook, James Harden are all at the restaurant. Only 3 guaranteed seats. One person has to stand and eat. One person just has to leave the restaurant.
So are we ranking them based on who stuffs the stat sheet the most, or ranking them?
I believe so, right?
Who happen to stuff the stat sheet?
That's exactly what it is, Mars. Like,
I don't think it's ranking players.
You stuff in the stat sheet the most, and what it led to with you stuffing the stat sheet.
What about empty?
Does that actually matter? Like, are we just adding up PRA? Like, okay,
I don't think it matters what it led to, right?
Or are we saying all of these guys stuff the stat sheet? Who's the best 4?
Who is the best stat sheet stuffer? Who is the biggest PRA merchant here? Just strictly off
PRA merchant is negative connotation.
It does, man.
I mean, it's negative connotation. I don't take it negatively.
So realistic. Well, of course you don't. You are you. But
exactly.
You are you. You know, all your favorite players are PRA merchants. Caitlin Clark, Russell Westbrook, Trae Young. Your entire FC is PRA merchants. However, are we basically saying the person that picks up the bill at this table is the most empty stats player?
I forgot about that part. Thank you, Penn. Oh, and by the way, we have to vote on one person that has to foot the bill for the whole table, and essentially that's the person who is the greatest at that table. You know how typically when you go eat,
get to pay.
Yeah, you know how typically when you go out to eat, the person who got the deepest pockets pays for everybody. Well, we're gonna vote at each of these tables which person is the richest in that category. So, for instance, the two-way versatility table, the person who's the richest in that department is the person who has to foot the bill. Which we're gonna vote on that, and we're gonna decide which person at this table really is the deepest.
Clear to Ron's point. Now, so we clear, Ox. I'm not footing the bill. It's more like, yo, y'all straight. I got it. Don't worry about it. This ain't. I gotta come I got it.
It's one of the situations where it's like, when the bill comes, I'm grabbing for it. Like, I got it. What you doing? Like, what you doing? Don't touch that. That's mine.
I got it.
It's like when we all go out to eat. The bill goes to Chill, not because he's the oldest one here. But it's because Chill, that's Mr. TikTok. That's 1 million followers worth of money, And so it's like, Chill be like, chill, big ox, don't worry about it.
Right.
I also want
to point something out, Penn, because how you say that PRA is a negative connotation, and how you do with the PRA conversation, it really lets me know that this whole time, you have been trying to throw everybody off your trail. You hate stats. You try to throw it on me like you really, really are the stat hater. And you didn't want anybody to know that. So you want to tell everybody, Ox, you don't like numbers. Ox, you don't like stats.
It's a great perspective.
You hate stats.
I don't hate stats. I hate misuse of stats and the wrong stats. PRA is the wrong
basketball.
Stat. No.
So, Ox, is Penn the dude telling you that he can't stand homegirl? Meanwhile, he the one calling her?
No,
absolutely,
man.
Is that who he is?
Absolutely.
It's getting messy. He can't stand
her. Ox, she ain't nothing. Only to find out that he in her DMs. He
on the late night, he calling and texting her.
It's all coming to life, Penn. I can't believe you've been doing this to me for 2 years now. And like I was always wondering, like, wait a second. Whenever we talk PRA stuff like that, you really get on Ron. Ron, you just like PRA, this that. You hate stats. I hate numbers.
I hate empty calories, Ox. So when I need a hearty meal, I want to go to the restaurant and sit down with some steak, some lobster. I want to get some good stuff, right? What Ron want to do is he want to eat 2 bags of potato chips. And not even like the third kind of potato chips.
This table is not empty calories.
Ron going to a 5-star restaurant ordering Lay's.
So is Jokic empty calories? Is Jokic empty calories?
Hell no.
All right then, hush. Is Wilt Chamberlain empty calories?
Table, man.
Sometimes.
Is Wilt Chamberlain empty calories?
No.
Sometimes.
Oscar Robertson?
Nope.
No.
James Harden?
Nope.
He just hit the Slender.
I'm not even gonna ask you the last one because
no, go ahead.
One more time, Moss, because that's really what this is about.
Go ahead, ask.
That's really what this is.
No, go ahead, ask me.
I mean, but Mars, but let's be clear. Like, Russ got to kick rocks. Like,
he does. Unfortunately,
it's either him or James. It's either him or James Harden. Like,
James Harden is gone.
Your mic.
Yeah, I think you're connected to the wrong one, but I don't know.
You're
but James Harden is gone for sure. Like. Russ averaged a triple-double 4 times. I don't like. He's borderline the safest here. Like,
he's at a table for sure.
Not the safest. His are the emptiest.
Ox, right quick. Just to clarify this. This is not just who stuffs the stat sheets. It's who does it in the most impressive manner. So it's not. This isn't about empty stats or anything. This is about. This is about who is the most impressive in putting together wild stat lines and who puts together the most absurd PRAs and stuff like that.
Okay, so.
Okay. That changes.
I mean, Russ does it the quickest at times. That's interesting, actually.
Yeah, that changes my perspective a little bit. I was just on the side of James Harden can get packed up quite quick.
Most impressive like in terms of getting the stats.
Like he could go.
Yeah, like we're talking about just filling the stat sheet. James Harden is like clearly lost.
So now it's the most impressive because
that 36 a game was impressive.
It was impressive.
Wilt's paying the bill. We're all on board with that, right? Like Wilt got the check.
For what it's worth, I was more impressed by Wilt when he stuffed the stat sheet a little less. But
he
I don't know if that played.
But
he was still 25, 25 and 8. So I mean,
let's be clear about that. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
And even it wasn't 44, 29, and I don't know 8 assists. No, it wasn't that. But those 27, and 12 games were pretty impressive.
He did get held
but I'm still less impressed
once.
when you're playing 150 possessions a game. Like,
Mars, you should be more impressed by that.
Stats.
The reason why you should be more,
you have more possessions to get more stats. Why would I be more impressed?
And the reason why
I ain't gonna lie, 37 and 27 is insane. As a rookie, kind of crazy.
The reason why you should be more impressed with that, Mars, is because where we are today, where guys can't play that many minutes. Guys aren't playing that many games. The fact that I'm playing 48 minutes every night, I'm playing 47 minutes, and I'm playing 145 possessions. And of the 150 possessions that we have, I'm on the floor for 145 of them. I mean, I think that's even more impressive.
With zero drug testing.
It's impressive in terms of the feat and what it takes to do that. But in terms of what it means in terms of being possible to stuff the stat sheet, it's less impressive. Like, it's impressive that these players back then had the endurance to run up and down 120 times a game. But when it comes to stuffing the stat sheet in a league that shoots 40% from the fields, you have 120 possessions. Yeah, it's less impressive that you're averaging 25 rebounds.
But see, Mars is missing the substance of the meal. Like Mars, that's what it's all about right there. Yeah. You know, a wise man once told me, Mars, if you can't run, you can't hoop. And I live by that. If you can't run, you can't.
So Jokic going to
live by that.
Oh no, Jokic can run. Jokic 100% can run.
And especially we talking about dudes like Wilt. Like, you got to get up on that horse, get moving, get up that court. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when that first came to light, when you guys were calling those stats watered down that episode, that's why I got so upset. I was so angry at the fact that we're calling these watered down stats because of more possessions, because these dudes are getting up and down that court. Because I live by that. If you can't run, you can't hoop. I think it is so impressive that these dudes were getting up the court and getting that many possessions off. That's why it's not it's inflated. That's what it was. That's what you were saying. Thank you, Z07. Inflated. I think that we were using that as a negative context, where it's just like, no, that's not negative. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So I can't rock with that way of thinking, Mars. I think you're missing the meat and potatoes. You're missing the substance of this meal. That is a beautiful thing.
Yo, so speaking of the meat and potatoes of this meal, I'm going to go around the room and I need everybody to tell me who's standing at the table. And then I'm going to go around the room and I need everybody to tell me who's leaving the restaurant. And then after that, we'll figure out, we'll have the 3 people. Then we'll figure out from there who's footing the bill.
Doesn't it make more sense to go like in order?
No, it makes sense. It makes sense to do it the way I said we're going to do it.
And on business. Yeah,
so, standing. So who's going to be the first person standing?
I think we should all agree on this.
Harden.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No. Right. Harden got a bounce. I think Russ is standing.
Penn got Harden standing. Ox got Westbrook standing. Chill. Who do you have standing?
I'm just hating.
So Chamberlain.
Standing means staying, right? Like,
yeah, you're staying, but there's only 3 seats at the table. You have to stand and eat.
Oh,
which is
okay. So who's the
ridiculous.
fourth? Who's fourth?
Yeah,
Is what we're
fourth.
saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanna make
okay.
sure that so
Okay, that's
Chamberlain,
weird. Starting with
Joker,
fourth is interesting, but
Chamberlain, Joker, Chamberlain,
That's
Joker,
what Ben was saying.
no, you got to
That's funny.
You got to stand on business. Stand on
Harden,
okay, I guess.
Russ. Who's the fifth one? Chamberlain,
Oscar
Joker,
Robertson.
Harden,
He
Russ,
needs to
and Oscar.
stop.
And Oscar Robertson.
Oscar
So,
Robertson
we-
might
we-
have to stand. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oscar Robertson got to stand for me.
30, 10, and 8 for 8 years?
But chill.
I mean,
chill. Jokic and Russ, I think had like
Jokic, Russ, and Wilt have to
so
sit.
Nasty. Yes,
They gotta sit down to me.
So
Yeah.
nasty. I can't stand the big fella up. Russ, I don't really believe Russ should stand. I'm just like Cottrell asked me in the chat, like, so why Russ? That was just pure hate. I was just hate. Russ, if we're talking straight PRA, Russ he's
Most triple doubles ever.
Russ
you
and
get a
Wilt are
C.
good.
I don't know what to tell you.
Russ and Wilt are good. They're good. So it's really
And like he's
between
done
Jokic
it.
and Oscar. And I think
Yeah.
I think I got to go with. I think I got to go with Oscar. Yeah.
Now let me
You,
ask
you have
this,
you have the most triple doubles ever. I think you guarantee a seat at the PRA table. I feel
Yeah.
like that's like a prerequisite. Only
I
player
agree
ever
with
with
that.
200
That
triple
part I
doubles.
could get with, Mars.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that
that part
gives you a
that part I could get with. This Joker stuff in the stat sheet. How long has Joker stuffed the stat sheet?
He's got
Oh,
198
my
triple doubles.
God.
He's second all time in triple doubles already.
Yeah.
Oh, he get a
198.
seat. So he gets
He's done it a lot for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got
He's
the third.
He
gonna
gets a
foot
seat
the
for
bill.
sure. He gets a
He's
seat for
gonna
sure.
foot the
Yeah.
bill.
He's
He
got
gets
the
a seat.
third
I don't know
most
about
in
that.
playoff history. If you add playoffs and regular season triple doubles, I think he might already be above Russ. If not, he's like close.
Dang.
Yeah.
He's right there. I'm actually gonna look it up. I don't want to.
Yo, Ron, I'm just
What's
curious.
up?
I don't want to derail. And I don't want to inflate this and make it longer than it got to be. But are J Kidd, LeBron, and Magic like at the bar or something?
I was just about to ask that, Ox. Like
LeBron could
Magic
be
is
at the bar.
standing at the
Jake
Magic
did
is
average 12 points. He not making it. He respectfully. I don't know what to tell you. He's not. Luca
just
would
asking
make
if they're
it
at the
before
bar.
Jason Kidd.
Luka would make
Okay,
a show
Luka,
being
I mean,
this.
Luka.
Oh, no, Luka absolutely
Westbrook and
could be here
Jokic have
too.
exactly the same amount of triple doubles, regular season and playoffs combined. Exactly.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah.
So Jokic is gonna have the record next year. Shout out to him.
But somebody in the chat, I didn't see who it was. They asked, is it just
Unless Russ
PRA
is back
or
next
is it
year.
quality of PRA? I think quality of PRA does need to be taken into account when we talk about this PRA GOATs. We're talking about PRA GOATs. We got to nitpick. We got to talk about quality of PRA. I think Jokic's quality of PRA is very strong. He has a strong case for quality.
Yes, he does.
Of his PRA.
Now, so be clear, because Mars just literally told me that the triple double leader, he gets his chair pulled out for him. Have a seat, sir. You're absolutely sitting down. And the guy right behind him sits right there too. I don't know if you know this, Mars, but Oscar Robertson is right behind them two dudes too. He's number 3 on the list.
He's third all time. Yeah.
He's number 3 on the list.
He
So-
is.
The issue is
But
he
chill,
has
but Wilt-
he has
but
less
Wilt's
total
paying the
triple
bill, though,
doubles.
chill.
Oscar Robertson has less total triple doubles than Russell Westbrook and Jokic have in the regular season alone. Like he's a distant third at this point, which is fine.
And didn't Oscar have like more possessions too?
Way
So
more.
did Chamberlain.
Yeah.
So did
Yeah,
Chamberlain.
exactly. But the issue is Wilt was averaging 50 and 25. So it's like
Yeah.
And Oscar was averaging 30, 10, and 10, 30, 10, and 8.
I
For the
hear you,
two
but
years.
50 and 25 is kind of crazy though.
League going
I-
spot.
30
What?
plus 10 plus 8 is 48. Wilt average 50 by himself. Like respectfully, like he's just not
chill. Averaging 50 means a bad night for you is 38 points. That's a bad night for you.
He averaged
Wilt
40.
got these guys PRA with just the peak.
Yeah.
Like I'm
wild.
not gonna lie.
Still,
Yeah.
I mean, but with like this is good for Oscar. I don't know if you heard this, but there's a study done that your food digests better if you eat standing up. So like, shout out to Oscar. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ron, for Ashpin, I'm sure he's
that a fact,
too.
Ron?
Like, trust me. Yeah, no, this has absolutely been studied. It's been studied. Your food digests
So I got
better if you
Joker,
eat standing up.
Chamberlain, and Russ sitting at the table, and I got Oscar standing.
Oscar stands
James
and
Harden
James
gotta
Harden
go.
can go outside. Yeah.
All right, so hold on. I'm gonna go around the room. Everybody actually tell me who you got standing and who you got leaving. And it will be calculated that way.
Okay.
So chill. Who's standing? Who's leaving?
So who's fourth and fifth?
I think that, oh my God, this is so difficult, but actually it's not difficult. I take that back. So Chamberlain, I think Chamberlain sits.
Sits like he has a seat.
He
I think-
head honcho. He's number one.
I think Chamberlain is sitting there. The triple double leader is sitting there. Yes, I think the triple double leader is sitting there. I think Joker got to get up, yo, for Oscar. I do. I think Joker got to get up for Oscar.
Wow.
Because of the longevity? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
30, 10, and 8 for 8 years, Moss, is a big deal. 30, 10, and 8.
Huge. That's huge.
So Joker
Joker gotta
standing.
get up. Yeah,
Or
Joker's
he's leaving?
standing. And
No,
James Harden.
he said he leaving.
Yeah, James Harden. Yeah, James Harden's
Oh.
because so
Okay,
clear. And I ain't trying to big time none of y'all. I'm not trying to big time none of y'all. But I was around when Magic was 25 and 20, 25 and 19, 27 and 18. Like that was going on and 10 rebounds. But he ain't. He's standing at the. He just got to the restaurant. He did, and the host is like, "Yo, we don't have any open tables right now. We don't. So I gotta wait for somebody to leave. That's unfortunate, Ox. That's unfortunate. You got a full house. But with that being said, Chamberlain's gonna sit. Russell's gonna sit. Oscar's gonna sit. Joker got to get up. James Harden, goodbye.
All right, Gifted. Talk to me. Who's standing? Who's leaving?
I think what makes this conversation interesting is because PRA isn't just P or R or A, but there's players that were so dominant in one of the three that carries the overall PRA. To me, I think Oscar has to stand because he had more opportunity. Granted, he had a long stretch, but I think Russ being there just kind of outweighs him. But I can't fully remove Oscar from the meal. I think what Harden struggles with, even though it's hard because his point streak is crazy, but the full PRA, like, I'm sorry, he had a lot of games where like he had 8 rebounds, should have had 10. I'm sorry. I think Harden got to go. But he was killing though.
That's what this is about.
He was killing though.
That's exactly what this is about.
So wait, so who stands in for you if Harden's leaving?
I got Oscar standing. I got Oscar there.
Okay.
All right, Penn. Who you got standing? Who you got leaving?
Standing will be Russell Westbrook and Oscar Robertson. Leaving will be Harden.
So only 2 people get to sit down at your table.
How does what I'm trying to make
three
sense of?
That is a
people get
poor
to sit down?
establishment.
Three
Three
people get to sit
sit,
down.
1 stands, 1 leaves.
My issue,
Okay.
Yeah.
Penn, my problem,
Okay,
Penn,
so-
is really quickly, Penn. Just so
That'd be
Russell
heat if only
Westbrook-
one could sit.
Russell Westbrook averaged a triple.
That's a broke establishment though, Ron. Come on now.
In 5 years, he did that. He averaged a triple double.
Mhm.
He did that 4 times in 5 years.
And over that 5-year stretch, he averaged 26, 10, and 10. That was his averages. So
Mm-hmm.
And it's the triple
and he
double.
has the most triple doubles ever.
And he did it on less possessions.
I'll tell you what. If your goal at the end was to have the guy foot the bill who had the most empty calories, I would happily let Russell Westbrook sit. But that's not the game you want to play, Ron.
No,
You want to play PRA being a good thing, in which case Russell Westbrook can stand. In this case, Oscar Robertson, Jokic, and Wilt sit.
Penn, what's this?
For 100 possession, Russell Westbrook averages a triple double for his career.
And
Yeah,
you love
he
for
does.
100 possessions. Penn,
And
you
Oscar
love-
Robertson for
you-
sure played more than 100 possessions for his career.
I
You
wonder
love
what the
that,
vote
Penn.
was for Russ.
I think he led
Well,
the
in
league.
2017, it was.
I think he led the
Yeah,
league.
it was.
I know
something
he led the league in box plus minus by such a wide margin. They changed it for him.
Mm.
I don't know why you guys are trying to convince this dude.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
why
fine.
is
Okay,
it-
so
he
he has
won't.
Russell Westbrook standing and James Harden leaving. I have Oscar Robertson standing and James Harden leaving.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Same.
So you got Wilt, you got Russ, Chamberlain, and Jokic sitting. You got Oscar standing, and you got James Harden got to go.
Leaving, yeah.
James, I'm sorry, but your reservation, brother. You know, we just didn't have a spot for you. But Penn,
Yeah, now if there was an
Penn-
isolation scoring table, you can
Oh
get a
yeah.
seat
You.
there. Go
Yeah.
get
No.
a seat there.
He's there for sure.
We gonna talk about James in a little bit again. But hold on, Big Ox.
This is just not his table. This is not his
Yeah.
table.
Big
Yeah,
Ox,
yeah.
it's on you. Who you got standing? Who you got leaving?
Oh man, I've been going back and forth so much on this, and
Okay.
and like Jokic, he does at this point in his career, the past few years, he has had that sustenance, real hardy PRA. You know what I'm saying?
Nutrition.
Even exactly, like he's really giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's me overlooking the fact that he can't guard his own shadow. You know what I'm saying? This is where I have to go back and switch up my original take. First of all, let's get this out the way. Like, my security is grabbing James Harden by the back of his collar and by the seat of his pants, and they are throwing him out of the PRA cafe.
Let's go.
Like,
brother.
get out of here. You shouldn't even have been. Who let you in? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the Jason Kidd's right there. Magic Johnson, LeBron, they're all right there, Mars. I don't know how this dude got here. So
Wait a minute, Jason Kidd over Harden for see, now we're going far.
Jason Kidd is crazy, but it's fine.
Jason Kidd over James Harden, PRA?
James Harden's point.
Okay, well look,
beat
Magic Johnson
easily.
Forget about Jason Kidd. I'm sick of Jason Kidd hate on this platform. Look, Magic Johnson's right. Magic Johnson's right there. So yes, they're Jazzy Jeffing him out of the PRA cafe.
Jazzy Jeffing him out. Okay, word.
Now this is where we get to the conversation. And the fact of the matter is, Oscar Robertson came in this thing averaging more rebounds than Jokic came in scoring. You know what I'm saying? Oscar came in a grown man.
I expect that angle.
He came in 30, 10, and 10, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He came in doing this. It took Jokic about 5 years to warm up. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true.
And for those reasons,
it's a Jokic about 3-4 years, but it's fine.
Yeah.
5-4, same thing. So for those reasons,
In his fourth year, he was a fourth finish for MVP.
Yeah, what is any MVP?
I mean, that's cool.
Listen, I don't care
nothing about this. This is not win shares MVP. Do not care. PRA is all I care
He
about.
averaged 20, 11, and 7 in his fourth
And
year.
Oscar was 30-10-8.
Wait. Pin, outside
Possessions
noise,
matter.
there's nothing to this. He came in averaging 10 points. Oscar came in grabbing 10 boards and 10 assists, okay? So that's all there is to say about that. You can't combat that, okay? So look, like I said, we're going to let gravity do its job, though, Nicola. This is good for you. It's healthier to eat your meal standing up, and you're 7 feet tall, so gravity is really going to do its thing for your digestive system. It's great. So Jokic got to stand. Get up, big fella. And James Harden, you got to bounce. And we all know Wilt's paying the bill. If that's
And Will got it too. Like Will ain't even tripping on it.
Will for me is number one. Yeah,
Will got it.
But if I tell you Jokic in his rookie season per 100 possessions was 23 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists, you would say what?
Then I would tell you that Russell Westbrook guy be sitting at your table.
I would say we play 48 minutes of basketball. You know what I'm saying? I would say we play 48 minutes of basketball. I've never judged your basketball character or I've never judged you how good you are based off 100 possessions, 75, 36. We play 48 minutes of basketball. What are you doing 48 minutes of basketball? Oh, you scored 10 points? Good job, big fella. Stand your big ass up.
Here's an honest question. If we shorten the clock from 24 seconds, let's just say for 1 year, to 20 seconds. No, it's not. Whoa. Intellectual curiosity. Intellectual curiosity.
I'm very intellectually curious,
I'm
but I don't
asking
want to
a
do
question.
Let's do it. I want to hear
You're
this.
just trying to increase the pace. It's the same argument I just made about the 60s, 10 minutes.
If you increase the pace, Russ gonna be insane if you do that.
All I'm asking is,
Sure.
if for 1 year we lowered the clock from 24 seconds to 20 seconds, what do you think would happen to Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, all these guys' numbers? Would they go up or down?
They could very well go down. They could very well go up, but they could also go down too. Let me tell you why.
They won't go down.
Here's why I'm saying.
Maybe
that.
they can't play as many minutes because of that time.
Not only that, Mars. Not only that, Mars.
Tubby Tub can't get up the court.
Man, why are we
Mark is
acting
being sarcastic.
Why are we acting like?
I mean, that's entirely possible with Luka Doncic. He dribbled the air out of the ball. I don't know if you
100% he does. And why are we acting like? And why are we acting like Russell Westbrook and these guys playing in this era use the shot clock in its entirety? These dudes plenty of times came down 5 seconds into the shot clock. They cracking the long ball, or 5 seconds into the shot clock, they're shooting the basketball. That's 100% they're doing that, and then they're slowing it down. So it's not like every possession. It's not like every possession we're eating up the shot clock. No, that's not going on.
Chill,
Look, all I'm saying is
you ever seen that ref, Chill? You ever seen those refs like that? You know, that you probably should stop refing. You probably should have retired about 7 years ago. That ref, like when you know what I'm saying,
Just struggling to get out the court.
Yeah, the one that goes from free throw line to half court, free throw line to half court.
Yeah, free throw line to half court.
He be at the 3-point line on this end of the court and got the nerve to call something on the baseline. Like, bro, you can't even see that. That's Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic if you shorten the shot clock.
It'd be interesting because I wonder how many possessions the Nuggets have that goes to the final 4 seconds of the shot clock anyway. So I don't think they used it for 24 very often.
They really
don't. But that's the point. The point
but numbers would go up if
quicker.
pace was higher for sure. Yeah, numbers would go up. That's just kind of how it works. That's the argument I said about the 60s. The issue is, however way you're going to slice it, Russell Westbrook benefits from this.
Like, come on, Russell would be crazy with that, bro. That would be insane numbers you see.
Your patience, though, you're not as patient when you see that clock dwindling.
By the way, Ron, you muted.
You're on mute, Ron.
It can speed up decision making, make you make more bad decisions and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Fellas, we gotta wait this table. We have another party that's ready to come sit at this GOAT table. So we have to get these PRA merchants up out of here. Hey, all they're doing is buying the most expensive thing on the menu anyways. Trying to show off and impress everybody.
I got a crowded table, Ron. I got a crowded restaurant. I gotta get to this other table.
So here's where we're at right now. Wilt is 100% at the table. Nobody voted Wilt to
100%.
stand or leave.
Yeah.
But we have a log jam right now. Only one
Everyone
person.
agreed James Harden is leaving as well.
Yeah, James Harden's gone. So Wilt is already sitting. James Harden is gone. He's on his way out. Ox has ordered security for him. One person said Russell Westbrook standing. So since he only got one vote to stand, he will be sitting at the table with Wilt. So Russ and Wilt are already at the table. Now it's Jokic and Big O. They both had 2 votes to stand. So now we're going to re-vote for them. Whoever gets 3 will be standing. Or whoever gets 3 will be sitting. Whoever gets 2 will be standing. So Big O, Jokic, Chill. Who's standing?
Big O and Jokic. Jokic is standing up.
Ox, who's standing?
The big fella got to get up.
Jokic?
Make some room. Yeah. Big ass all on the table like this anyway. We can't even get up, man.
Okay, if I say Jokic in 2023 in the playoffs had more triple doubles in that run than Oscar Robertson had in his playoff career, does that move anyone slightly?
The reason why
I'm more impressed by the fact that Oscar came in this thing averaging damn near triple double.
I do like that, Mars.
Jokic over his last 8 years is 25, 12, and 8 for what it's worth. That's 8 years. That's a long time.
Over his last 8 years. Yeah, over his last 8 years.
From 2019 to this past year, 25, 12, and 8. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think that the triple doubles aren't the end all be all for me more than it is just stuff in the stat sheet. Like you could be 25, 14, and 8. You could be 37, 13, and 7. That's still stuff in the stat sheet.
Yeah.
That's still stuff in the stat sheet as opposed to if you're 10, 12, and 12, if you're 15, 12, and 16, which I've seen Joker. I've seen those games. And Oscar Robertson, from the minute he walked in the door to like 67, we're talking, like I said, Moss, 30, 10, and 8. So there's plenty of 40, 10, and 8 games, 29, 14, and 11 games, 36, 14, and 7 games. Like that's going on regularly. And to your point, Joker did that over the last 8 years. Like, so be clear, Joker been in the league since 2015. That was 12 years. Oscar came in the door doing that.
One more thing, too, Chill. If we're going PRA, let's go through all the stats, right? Now, mind you, we don't got him.
We don't have that
until Oscar's last year. But Morris, in his last year, he averaged 1.1 steals. So I gotta assume that in his younger days, he was getting that pass line a little more. So I'm just gonna go just based on that assumption that he got some 2.2s in there. So I gotta assume he was getting some more steals.
eye test, Oscar Robertson wasn't exactly a ball hawk. I'll just say that.
I wouldn't call him that. I wouldn't call him.
He was
that.
more of a glass
But
cleaner.
I would say
He was more of a glass cleaner.
Now
That's-
Jokic, I know, be getting them steals too. Jokic be averaging about 2 steals a game.
Them big ass hands be moving.
1.6.
That ball looked like a donut hole. He be on that.
1.6.
Would you shut up?
I'll be honest, bro. Like
Oscar Robertson after year 5, like we talking about 7 rebounds, 6.
If you
5,
adjust,
like
if you adjust for possessions and pace, 87 Magic was more PRA than Oscar Robertson on his career. Don't even get me to current day Jokic or
if you
prime
adjust
Russell
the pace,
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook should be sitting down.
Well,
But you
yes,
don't.
Mars, you're the tiebreaker on
because
this, right?
I dock.
Well, no. I'm
Well,
going back through
well, I
everybody.
think-
We have
Gifted
two people.
and Penn have Jokic over Oscar, so it doesn't.
Is that true? Gifted, you have Jokic.
Yeah.
Or you have
Yeah, yeah.
Jokic. Penn,
Yeah.
you have Oscar.
Are you insane?
Maybe. Who do you have?
You know who I have.
I don't. You have to tell us who you have.
I got Jokic, man. I'm gonna waste more time.
All right.
I want to give you my
Mars,
logic though.
oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Gifted.
Yeah. I think the ceiling of Jokic's PRA stuff is higher because I think he can not only get it faster, but also I know he can put up 20 points, 20 boards, and also 20 dimes more consistently. And he's doing it on fewer possessions. And I think the fact that he didn't start out the same way, but caught Oscar shows you just how dominant he is at doing that. So for those reasons, I'm going Jokic for me.
DHO merchant.
I
mean, that helps me though. No. Oh, wait. All Ox did was help me. If you're calling him that, okay, cool. He has multiple things he can do to quickly get those numbers, and that's all we care about. So all you're doing is boosting my argument by saying that, Ox. Honestly, that's cool.
I disagree, but I hear you. Yo. I don't want to slander Jokic. I'm a fan. I don't want to slander Jokic.
The real question is, where is Chris Webber?
Mars, talk to us.
Playing against real competition.
I'm gonna stick with what my original pick was. So I'm gonna let Jokic sit down.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Jokic is sitting at the table. Big O, buddy, you got to stand. Got to stand, Big O.
We got the old man.
He old, so it's cool. Yeah.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Harden has left the restaurant. Oscar Robertson is standing. Russell Westbrook, Nikola Jokic, and Wilt Chamberlain are sitting. Which one of them will be taking the bill?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Come on, Ryan.
As well.
It's easy.
There we go. He's got 4 votes. We can.
All right.
In fact,
Mars
Ron,
trying to save
Ron,
me from my
once-
defense. Okay.
Yeah,
Once
we
the-
go.
once the
this way.
owner-
There you go.
Once the owner saw that it was Will at the table, he didn't even.
The waiter just brought the bill to him.
The waiter got fired for even bringing the bill to him. Like like, yo,
exactly.
Wilt's money.
Yeah.
Wilt's money is no good here. If Wilt shows up with 100 people, they all eat free. You know what I'm
He
saying?
literally
It's
made the
no
table.
Good here.
Did Wilt happen to pay for another table in the restaurant? A table in the corner full of
Send
young
him all the
ladies?
champagne.
That he will be visiting.
Yeah.
Send the
By
bottle
the way, by the way, Mars. Yes, he will. And I just want to, just a quick side note, Ron. I just want to put it out there that Oscar Robertson, since we talk about stuff in the stat sheet, he did average 9 free throws for like 7 years. I just want to put that out there.
Free throw match not me.
That's
All
what
right,
this
fellas.
is. That's what this is, though. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
This table is being weighted right now. While we are waiting for the next party to come in, which we don't know who it is yet. We do have a bunch of reservations, but we will be escorting another party in soon. You guys will find out who that is. I have a couple super chats that I want to go ahead and read. The first one is from Tupac Westside. Tupac said, I love Duncan, but I think he has one of the weaker GOAT cases. He was great, but he wasn't always the best player in every title run. With the system and teammates he had, he didn't need to be the best.
I just never.
Are we going to do the GOAT table next? Is that what we're doing?
It's up to Chill. Chill's the one who's voting.
I didn't know Tim Duncan was at the GOAT table. Learn something new every
I
day.
didn't know that neither. I did not know that neither.
Y'all call yourself ball knowers.
I've never called myself a ball knower. Just want to make that abundantly clear. So
Does anybody have Tim Duncan at the GOAT table?
I do
I
not
got
have
yes,
Duncan
because
at the
Tim
GOAT
Duncan's. I got Tim Duncan 3 on my list. He's number 3.
I mean, maybe you can just have 2 people at the table. For me, my GOAT table is 4 people. That's it, 4 people.
Did you happen to catch Bam Adebayo's GOAT table?
Did not. I did not. But we might when we do the scorers table. Bam better have a seat.
Uh-oh.
Well, Bam, Kobe. What you
Troll alert.
Well, Bam Kobe.
Troll alert.
Well, Bam Kobe, man. Well, Bam Kobe. All I know.
Yes.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Man scored 83. He about to be a second option. Shit, crazy.
All right, the next super chat I got is from the Jonathan Frazier. The Jonathan Frazier sent through $9.99 and said, the only legend we should be talking about is Jackie Young,
That's
Yeah,
exactly who
Jack.
said, Ron.
Yeah,
who was,
Jack.
is,
Hooper.
and forever will be one of them ones. 28,
Hooper.
11, and 10 on 66.8, 66.7, and 50 splits. It's getting scary over there in Sin City.
Yeah, Jack.
Also,
free throw line?
F you, Ron.
You, Ron. Just to
50
put
from
that
the
out
free
there.
throw line?
Jack.
Yeah,
Just
we
to
know.
put that
man.
out there, Ron.
Make your free
Yes.
throws. Yeah, we know me.
Just to put that out there, Ron. You. Yes.
All right, F me. All right.
Yeah, that's funny.
As
Oh,
you're commonly hit, man. Welcome to the Jackie Young show, man.
Welcome to the Jackie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just to put this
Hey.
on your mind, this is Bam
Sure.
Adebayo's top 5: Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant. Top 5.
Is that his top 5 or the starting 5?
That's the top 5
Whatever it
players
is,
of
it's
all
an
time.
amazing team. Yeah, whatever it is, it's amazing.
Kobe, Kevin Durant. I just want to make sure I
Steph,
heard you right.
Tim
Kobe.
Duncan,
Kobe,
and
Kevin
Kobe,
Durant.
Steph, Tim Duncan, KD, and
Michael Jordan.
who?
And George.
Oh, MJ. I forgot.
That's a good top 5.
Beautiful team.
Great top 5. Love it.
Bam knows ball.
No omission.
He's one of the few people who didn't put Shaq. Most of the time when you hear players, they put Shaq in there.
They also put somebody else.
Especially
in there.
bigs. Especially big
Yeah, bro.
guys.
Especially a Miami Heat legend. You know, it's kind of crazy. But you know, shout outs to KD. Shout outs to
trying to
Michael.
get
Most
off
top five,
Bron,
most top
Slander.
fives I hear from players is
Longevity.
MJ, Kobe, Bron, Shaq.
Honestly, this is the first thing
That-
Bam Adebayo's done
Wait a minute.
all year. That made
Wait a minute, he
me
put Shaq in there though, didn't he?
no,
No.
KD
No?
was the outlier one, but yeah, normally it's
Wait a
MJ,
minute.
Kobe, Bron, Shaq, and then that fifth fluctuates between whoever.
I could have sworn he said
Those are
Shaq. Let me
the
look this up.
right there.
Top
KD
5.
top 5.
All right, fellas, I want to give a warm welcome to my dog Payday. If you guys don't remember, he was a part of the Guess the Person That Is the Hooper video that we did a couple years ago in Seattle. Payday, when were you guessed as a Hooper or were you voted out? Can you tell everybody about that experience?
First of all, what's up, guys? Man, I watch this show. I
It's good.
love everybody's opinion about the league, man.
Do you?
And I love, you know what I'm saying? I keep it real short and sweet with my opinions, especially when it comes to the game, man. It's phenomenal to see you guys take this to the next level. You guys are very intelligent about the game, at least from my perspective, and it's an honor to be on this show with you guys. As far as the guessing who's a hooper, bro, like they voted me off, yeah. And I think, and you know, it kind
Payday,
of.
how tall are you? You like
I'm
what
6'3".
6'3"?
I'm
So you're
6'3".
not a
Yeah,
little
man.
guy, and you
Man,
know,
nah, man.
and kind
But
of a
I-
little stocky too. You're not a scrawny or skinny dude. You.
Yeah,
Who
man.
was the player you were mimicking?
What you mean? I don't think we were mimicking players. We were just kind of blindfolded, or what was it? Was blindfolded, right? Or
From what I understand, the show that I've watched is like 5 guys stand up, and you
Yeah.
have in your mind with your mask on a player that you're supposed to be
No,
pretending
no,
to
it
be.
wasn't.
Is
He
that
had
No,
to
it
convince
wasn't.
us
It
that he
wasn't
played
like
basketball.
I had to convince
Oh.
exactly.
He had to convince
you
us
talking
that he
about
played
the
basketball,
show.
And there were
he did
questions
not
that were
he did
being
not
asked.
pass the eye test apparently.
Oh,
No, it wasn't no eyes, man. It wasn't no eyes, man. It was just based off of voice and you know what I'm saying, what you were
Yeah.
talking about, and the weird
Answer the
questions.
question.
And everybody's laughing in the background too at every answer. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
It
was a good
dope
experience,
content, though. That was cool to watch. Hey, Petty, I gotta ask you a quick question, Petty.
talk to me.
You know, I seen you recently. I gotta ask, how you feel about that? Came back 30 piece. She went up there and dropped on your.
My goodness.
Last I saw you, how'd you feel about that?
You know, I feel really good about it. I just think that the league needs that style of play. So even if I'm a Storm fan, you know what I'm saying? It's just so good to see those girls get out there and just get buckets, man. It's like
Absolutely.
one of my favorite players is Olivia, man. Like, what is she doing out there, bro? She's cutting a rug out there, bro. She's tearing up the game, and she's really putting on for the WNBA. And it was funny because I was watching an interview the other day, and she was talking about, or the interviewer was like, "How does it feel to be out here competing with Caitlin Clark?" She was like, "Nah, Kat's the one that's doing all the work." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because people will always put somebody on a pedestal, and then you'll see somebody really actually put in the work in the WNBA, and it's really becoming night and day with what people's perspective is. So it's nice to see, man.
That game was amazing.
That game was fire, bro.
Olivia
Great game.
in that first half.
Bro, she's crazy, bro.
She got that ball.
She's
on a
really
string.
good. Yeah.
The ball is on a string, man, and it's like she playing men's basketball, man. Like, that's what it looked like because she making them girls look crazy out there.
She a
on stage.
rookie.
Yes,
That's crazy to me.
She tough for
Amen.
sure.
Kind of like Oscar was when he showed up averaging 30 and 10.
Oh, please.
I knew she was gonna do this.
Why you always?
Absolutely.
You know what? I love that. I love that. Oh, I love that about you, bro.
Just want to put that out.
I love that about you. I love how you keep the old school. Like, I love how you keep the old school in the game, man. It's a beautiful thing because them dudes
Olivia
was
Miles
really
is
hooping,
keeping
man.
the old school in the game by herself.
Except
She
with
literally was vibing old school.
sometimes Pat, Chill will fall into that being the old guy up here capping for young dudes, and I got to take up the
For the
torch
old
for
dude.
him.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
I gotta do it because Chill get the capping for the young dudes sometimes.
All right, fellas, this next table has been weighted. We ready to get to it. Before we do that, I got 2 super chats that I got to read. The first one is a special birthday shout out from Little A Mickey. Little A Mickey said, "Today is my boyfriend's birthday. He watches this every single day. Can everyone wish Iverson a happy birthday? I love you, from Ivy."
Ron,
Happy birthday, Iverson.
I didn't know Iverson was a first name.
Ron, just so you know, that's
I didn't know that either.
That's
Happy
Lit
birthday,
Leah
man.
McKee. That's Lit Leah McKee. That's not little A. No, it's Lit Leah McKee. It's a chick.
Okay. No.
Why she go two teams
Lit.
for Lee?
Lit.
I'm not gonna.
They say
Yeah,
little.
I don't know. The L is capitalized. I don't know.
I don't know.
Little,
Maybe Iverson, though.
it could
I just
be
wanna make sure I'm
little
following
A
this.
McKee. It could,
That's
it
what
could be
Ron said. It
little
was.
A
I don't.
McKee.
I don't know. I don't know how to say that name, but I can say Iverson. There you go. Happy birthday, Iverson.
Yeah,
Hey, brother Iverson, yeah.
I do
Happy
care what your
birthday.
name is.
Happy birthday, Iverson. Absolutely, brother.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ivy. That's what she calls him.
Fairly sure Iverson was born around 01, but you know,
Maybe even before that, Mars, because
maybe
he was,
late
I mean, he
90s,
was-
early 2000s. Yeah.
He was
If I had to
regarded
guess,
in
yeah.
high regards before 01.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
His
Porzingis
dad, his
got
dad-
married,
dad
that
was
was
Because
over.
of Iverson.
Didn't he just get a new job with Philly? He's
Iverson?
like the
Everyone.
he's
I
like
have
the
no idea.
he is
No.
now the skills coach or something like that for
He's
Philly
not.
right
No,
now.
he coming out of retirement now that they got Bron and Jalen Brown. He's the backup.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
backup
he
point
trying to
guard.
get
My
up
chip,
off that
he my
table.
chip.
That's what he
Right.
trying to get off
Yeah.
that
Hey,
table.
for real, he need that chip. He coming to back up Maxi.
Right, and it's crazy because he's such more of a Kobe friend than LeBron. So I wonder how his temperament's going to be when he's in Philly, teaching all these guys how to, do certain things. And he was the practice guy, so it's like practice. We talk about practice. So now he's saying now he's back
Iverson
there.
just
And
wanted
he's
to show up on payday.
Hey,
Iverson
yeah,
did not
that's
want
what-
to come work the rest of the week. Iverson just wanted to show up on payday.
He's like,
couldn't
I'm
care
here,
less.
baby. Right.
Iverson couldn't care less about practice. He was like, "Why are we doing this? Like, can we just
Right.
get to the game? Can we
Come
just
on.
rock? Can we just do that?" Happy birthday,
All right,
Iverson.
fellas. I got one more super chat from Dr. J, Julius Irvin. Julius Irvin sent through $9.99 and said, "I know Kobe better be at the GOAT table. He's the second best player ever. Number 1, MJ. Number 2, Kobe. Number 3, Steph. Number 4, LeBron. Huge gap than everybody else. And I don't like LeBron, but I'm not blind.
We can tell you don't like LeBron.
Woo!
I have a hard time saying
Poor LeBron.
Steph over Braun. I mean,
Woo!
I don't see it. Shout out to Steph though. Yeah.
Shout out to Steph, bro.
I mean, Steph
know,
did
I
clean
know
up on
my-
Braun's watch.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I mean-
three against them.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Look,
99
I
overall
know for
2K.
a fact that my
He tapped in pockets.
that my top 10 is, highly scrutinized. I got some questionable things, but at least it makes sense. Like Steph being top 5 don't make no sense. It's
Really?
To you, I mean, sure, yeah, to you. I mean,
Payday,
Really?
where you got Steph at? Where you got Steph and Braun at?
I have Steph 5 and Braun 3.
Is MJ and Kobe your top 2?
MJ and Kobe is my top 2, yes. And the only reason why
Okay.
I do not have Kobe over Michael Jordan is
The
obviously
only reason?
Only reason?
Yeah. The 6 straight is strong for me, man. I know people like to throw that under the bus because it's used so often, but the 6 straight, I mean, excuse me, not the 6 straight, but 2 3-peats, man, is
Yeah.
You can't, like, why are we even talking about that, bro? Like, who else? So
So if Kobe
I mean,
didn't
Bill
lose in
Russell,
08,
you know?
if Kobe didn't lose in 08, would he
Yeah.
be above Mike for you?
yes, he would. And
Okay.
if Kobe would have got Chris
Shout
Paul,
out to Paul Pierce. Yeah, Paul.
if Kobe would have got Chris Paul, can we talk about that? Like, what would have happened if they blocked his blessings with that? And I wonder what the backstory is about him not being able to get Chris Paul. Like, like he was supposed to get Chris Paul and Dwight. Imagine that.
So to give you a backstory, the NBA.
Yeah, let me know.
The NBA owned the New Orleans Pelicans during that time.
Okay.
And they did not have a lot of value. But the one thing that they did have value in was Chris Paul. So what I'm going to do, with being the owner of the New Orleans Pelicans, if I got Chris Paul on my roster, is I'm going to take the most important, in terms of money getter, I'm going to take that off my roster and I'm going to give him to Los Angeles. I'm absolutely not doing that. No,
I understand.
am I not doing
Yeah.
that? Hell no, am I doing that?
And then
That's
think
already
about the
lowering
game.
because again, what's going to happen is they got to sell. The NBA has to sell this team, and if you know anything about David Stern is the ultimate capitalist. That's all he care about is the bread, right? So if I'm going to sell my team, what in terms of getting top value, how am I going to get how am I going to get the best value for my team if the biggest money maker on my team is now gone? I'm not going to be able to do that, which is why I'm not letting Chris Paul go to the Los Angeles Lakers. He's keeping
I'm
his
still
ass right
tripping
here.
off of you saying there's only one reason that Kobe was over Michael. So what about Bill Russell? He doesn't count?
What about Bill
You're setting
Russell?
Bill Russell up for slander, man. We ain't have to do that.
I'm not setting him up for slander.
You're setting Bill Russell.
Yeah,
up
I
for
mean,
this.
kind of.
I mean,
I think-
I got Bill Russell well over Kobe Bryant.
It's not about
all
where
time.
you have him. It's about where Payday has him. And you're setting Bill Russell up for slander right now.
Hold on.
That's good.
No, he said 2 3-peats.
I can
You know, it's
guarantee
clear-
you he does not have
clearly-
Bill Russell top 10. I can guarantee you he does not have Bill Russell.
Right.
We don't know that. We don't know. Payday, do you have Bill Russell top 10?
I'm going to take that as a no.
Oh, you
No, he doesn't. No.
Okay,
Yo,
the
the way
only
yo,
reason.
Right then
I'm
and
sorry,
But-
the way that his face was moving, like I want to say
He
it.
was thinking about the most respectful way to say hell no.
You right,
That's what he was
right.
thinking about.
No, but I was
Yeah.
thinking about Chill before I got in here. I was thinking about Chill because at the end of the day, I will tell you this: I did not. Excuse me. As I got older, I started doing more research on the older cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really respected when it was like Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant. So that was my main focus. But then as I got older, I started doing my research on the Chucks and the Bill Russells and the Kareems and Wilts and start watching film because the film started becoming more accessible as, you know, the technology started advancing. And so as I started to see that, bro, Bill Russell is a top 25 player for me, but he's only not, the reason why he's not top 10 is because I'm still in that stubborn way of my generation's hoopers. You know what I'm saying? So I am becoming into my way. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
about
And
you being,
chill.
this is about you being ball players, and you look at on the surface, you look at Bill Russell as a
Bill
ball
Russell
player. You
can't
like
score for real. Like it's cool.
that,
No,
that's
but
he
I
looks at Bill
understand.
Russell as a ball player. He like this dude ain't better at basketball than that dude.
I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
yeah,
Top
yeah,
25
That's how he
is
looking at
higher
it.
than I would have expected.
Really, yeah. And it's only because he was a coach. Bro, that man was coaching and hooping at the same
Talk about
time.
it.
Yeah.
Bro was going to get the
Only
water
the
at the
final-
end of the
only-
bench.
Only
and-
the final two.
That is
only the
crazy.
final 2
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
should have got
Like-
4 rings for those 2 years. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
and to me that's just phenomenal.
And
And
Kareem's
when I
6
think,
rings, this doesn't move you. It's a little bit closer to your lifetime.
yeah,
You know, there's a couple people up here who maybe could argue Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest player of all time, and I'm actually not even mad at that.
Is Kareem in your top 5? Because you said Steph was 5 in your top.
no,
5
Kareem
was
is in my
Embiid.
top 10. Kareem's in my top 10 though. Yeah,
So who's 4? Shaq.
this might be.
I'm curious
Oh,
about who's for
he
now.
about to say, hey, out of 9.
We'll get to that later, man. I'm gonna give you my top
it KD?
5. The only reason why it is Kevin Durant is because of his.
It is Kevin Durant.
God, okay.
Called it.
It's because of his. If he was just, she's so pure, bro. Like that shot, that jumper, that crossover, that step back. Everything about his game is just the most complete. I think I've ever seen. Because
His criteria, it sounds like this is about you just being a baller. Like the stuff that comes after that, okay, we'll get to that later. But you on the surface, being a basketball player, you ain't nice as this dude. That dude is nicer than that dude. Then we'll talk about the other stuff later.
That's what
Yes.
I think it
That's
should
what it-
be. I mean,
that's
he's
what it
better
sounds
at
like to me.
basketball. That's what I
That's
think
what it
this
sounds
should
like to
be.
me.
yes, and I was looking at some of KD's workouts right now. His longevity is phenomenal too as well. But
We do
obviously,
not
he
talk
doesn't
about
play.
KD's longevity as much.
I mean,
as we should.
yeah, and I was
We
about to say
should
that.
be talking about
I was about to say that.
We know
I was about
why.
to
It's
say
because
that.
he's in the same era as obviously, Bron. But his longevity is insane.
You know, Bam
No, it
Adebayo's
is.
4 out of 5 is identical to Payday. That's hilarious. And I was so happy about Bam's, but I'm so upset about
The
Payday.
only difference is Tim Duncan, right?
Tim Duncan and LeBron. Yeah, that's the only gap. Damn.
Damn. And you know what? And it is between to me it is between Tim and KD, but like with Tim, I just feel like there was moments and times in some of those championships where he, even though he was very poised, he did hang his head a little bit a lot of time. And I feel like Manu and Tony Parker kind of they willed their way into a lot of those wins too as well. And I was watching some footage from one of the championships, and I was looking at Tim in like small increments of time where Manu and Tony Parker were picking up the slack, and they like Tony Parker was getting like 9 buckets in a row, like 9 layups in a row, and Tim is kind of he's a little tired and whatnot, and I saw those moments, and I was just like, ugh, if it wasn't for Tony Parker and Manu coming off the bench, or Manu coming off the bench and Tony Parker just really bringing that electric quickness and that elusiveness and those up and unders and pump fake with one arm and laying it up, it wouldn't have gone that same way. So,
If it wasn't
with
for
K-
Shaq, Kobe wouldn't have 5 rings.
No.
Whoa!
Let's not go to
Wait,
Shaq.
5
And let's
rings?
not go to Kobe.
5 rings?
No,
He's saying he just wouldn't have as many. That's what he's saying. He's just saying the 5
Nah,
years.
but-
I'm
He's not saying he wouldn't have had any. He's not saying he wouldn't have had any.
But he said
okay.
Tim Duncan and KD. If it wasn't for Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili,
Yeah,
it might be
definitely.
suspect for Tim.
Oh, of course.
And we do know that KD
Now let's
won.
talk about Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant won all those rings by himself. You know that, Bron. All of them.
That's right.
He won
That's
both
right.
them
That's
rings
right.
by
That is
himself. It
right.
was 1-on-5. Him
Yeah,
versus the
yeah.
entire Cavaliers.
Very true.
squad,
Very
you
true.
know.
And that's
I
why they
hear you.
lost when
I
they didn't
hear
have
you,
him. That makes sense.
And they won without him, so I don't. Cool.
Kevin Durant's good at basketball, man.
But what about you? What's your Tim? Because like I said, man, like without TP and Manu, woo, we got a whole different and Boris down too. Oh.
You can
But,
say that about just about every
Yeah.
single player.
I mean, yeah, when it
throughout
comes to
NBA
winning a
history. Without
championship, yeah,
Magic,
it's
what would
gonna take
Kareem
a
have?
Not Kobe. Not Kobe.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a
Not
big
Kobe for his last
size
two.
hole in the
For his
field.
last two. For his last two.
See,
No,
he
not
didn't-
Kobe.
Chill,
He didn't
remember
need
two-
Pau
remember
Gasol.
2
He
weeks
didn't need
ago?
Meta World
Not
Peace.
Kobe.
2 weeks ago.
Don't
I
say
think
Meta.
no
Don't say
more
Meta.
Pau-
I think
Pau
I think
Gasol
you're
slander.
I don't
slightly
know.
understating like.
Don't
what
say
Lamar
Meta. You
Odom
can't say
brought
Meta.
to the team.
Why can't I say
Because
Meta World
Lamar
Peace?
Odom
Because
was really good.
you guys,
Lamar-
I feel like Kobe haters always talk about that big shot that big three that Meta made.
I'm talking about all
get
of it, the defense, the offense, all of it. Meta World Peace was a hell of a good basketball player, and quite frankly, so
I wouldn't say he was a good basketball
Yeah,
player.
Coaching
though.
not matter.
You wouldn't
I
say he
can't
was a good
say
basketball player.
Meta
Why
was
would you
not for the Lakers.
would you
He
not
was
say
not he was not a good basketball player. He was
the
very
Lakers-
distraught.
for the-
He
for the
was
Lakers,
kind of
he
washed
wasn't.
for the Lakers.
For
He-
For the
Houston,
Lakers,
Lamar
For Houston,
Odom,
he was
Pau-
phenomenal,
Pau
bro.
Gasol was one of the 3 best bigs in the league during that, 3 to 4 best bigs in the league. Am I fair to say
Because
that?
of
Him,
Kobe.
KG,
No, that's because of Kobe.
It's valid. Like Dirk, KG were Dirk, KG were better than him. Then it depends how you feel about Amari Stoudemire. Tim Duncan obviously still running around.
Ooh, yeah.
top 5.
He was.
I feel like
he
Dwight-
was
Dwight,
top
was he
five.
better than Dwight?
top five
No, he
big
wasn't
is
better
not
than
that
Dwight,
Dwight.
oh my God,
Hold
Dwight.
up.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
better than Dwight. He
One of
was
the
better
best
than Dwight.
coaches
But he
in
was-
NBA history, one
he
of the
was
best
a- he was
2
a
or 3
upper
best
echelon
coaches in
player.
NBA history. You have Derek Fisher, who is a consummate professional and champion throughout all of it. But
I agree with
fine.
Derek.
We
I
don't
agree with
count
Derek
that.
for sure.
Okay.
I
But
agree
you
with
got
Derek.
Lamar Odom, who was an overqualified 6 man.
And a druggie. Shit. And no offense to Lamar, bro. No offense to
But
Lamar, bro.
if that's the case, then
And
we
a
got to elevate Kareem
druggie.
because of what was going on in his era. We just
Facts.
gotta-
Holy
Facts.
shit.
That's a good
Kareem
point.
was-
Kareem carried
out there, you know.
crackheads. But hold on, no.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
This solo
That was
carry
actually a
crackheads.
bar.
This
That
solo
was
carry
actually a
bullshit,
bar, bro.
this solo
Oh, it's
carry
a bar.
bullshit only applies to one player. There's only one player that I could genuinely say, regardless of context, regardless of teammates, they were just gonna win somehow, some way, and that's Bill Russell. As the only player that I can really
thought
say,
you
oh
were gonna
wow,
say
the
LeBron.
entire context.
I was
everything-
gonna say
Bill
Jokic.
has
That
squad
might-
He would never say, bro. He would never say, bro.
He would never.
Even
I
though
would
he
never
had-
say
he had
Ronnie.
squads.
because Michael absolutely needed Scotty. LeBron needed Dwayne Wade. Dirk needed Jason Terry. Like you could go down the list. Yes, Tim Duncan, absolutely, but Dirk didn't need
Wade
Jason Terry.
Pippen, Dwayne Wade, Jason Terry. I mean,
Jason
Yo,
Terry.
I'm
Respect
just-
JT.
You gotta
I'm
respect
straight high
JT
school
because he
legend.
was
Arizona
ill, bro.
Wildcat.
he was.
Yeah, but that's a real J. That's a
Shit,
real
they needed
JT.
JJ
Hold on,
Barea.
hold
They
on,
needed
hold on,
Barea
I
Pin.
don't
too.
think I've
Hold
ever
on,
heard
Pin,
Jason
'cause-
Terry amongst those names, but shout out to him.
No, Pin, don't forget Jaylen Brown absolutely needs Jason Tatum.
No, absolutely. But listen, like
Nice,
Bill
yes.
Russell lost Bob Cousy and won anyway. Bill Russell lost Red Auerbach and he lost that and he won anyway. So my point is, regardless of what the context was, he still found a way to win, the ultimate winner in professional sports. And I think if you want to make a case of players who won without the most help, why don't we talk about Tim Duncan? Because Tim Duncan won through context and context and context for like 2 decades, and the team completely shifted, completely changed from the Twin Towers to the Manu Tony era to the Kawhi era, and it was just consistent winning.
He was
so
the
why does the
foundation.
one exactly? He was the foundation. He was the pillar. So if we're gonna make the case of like rings above everything, wins above everything, I'm sorry, Bill Russell and Tim Duncan have to be in your top 10 at very
Top
least.
He
10.
didn't
My
say
God.
rings
Top
above
10, yeah.
everything. He said MJ.
And I also want to say
Kobe
Shaq.
because of the ring.
Fuck, what am I doing? Shaq.
But
Shaq
Shaq's-
won.
man, Shaq-
Shaq won everywhere, bro. Shaq was in the finals with Orlando. Then he goes to the Lakers, turns them into a three-peat, and one of the most dominant three-peats, quite frankly. And then he goes to Miami, and by the way, just very quickly, just boom, here's another ring for you. Like that's an automatic finals berth. And Kareem was the same. So I'm just saying, like these 4 particular players, similar. Okay, Kareem was similar gravitational force, similar, floor raising, and I guess LeBron as well. So I mean, like these
LeBron
guys.
is-
I guess Mr. 8 straight finals. Yeah, I
Yo,
guess.
can we focus though? Can we focus and lock in on the seriousness of this?
Yeah.
We gotta stop this Pau Gasol hate.
Yeah,
Pau
I mean,
Gasol slander.
no. I mean, yeah,
the Pau
but no.
Gasol slander. The Pau Gasol
He forgot
slander
what
is
side he
going
was
on
on.
long. It's going on long enough, bro. Like, and with that being said, I think Payday. I think besides you, I have Kobe the highest. I believe of everybody up here. You know what I'm saying? I believe so. So I'm. Oh, Ford, my bad. Okay, so but I got much love and respect for Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? So I got him.
We
and
had him
Shaq
in the
right
same
there.
spot. We had him in the.
What do you have him as? What do you have him as?
Okay.
What do you have Kobe? What
I
do you have
got
Kobe as?
I got Kobe 6.
Hold on, I got Kobe 3 too. I forgot I had to move
Oh,
Magic
my
back.
bad.
You
I
do
didn't
have,
know
you do
that.
have
I didn't know
Kobe
that.
3. Yeah.
You got
I got
Kobe
Kobe 6, but well, yeah.
Oh, he
I got
looked at
Tim
you
Duncan.
like that's slander.
Payday. It gets worse up here, but
Six is
we
crazy.
I got, yeah.
I got him
Right.
at 10.
You want to share where you have Kobe Bryant, Showtime Hoops?
I do not.
I do not want to share that,
bro.
And then,
Where
and
you
then
got
he drank
Kobe?
right after that, and then he
Chill,
drank
is
right
Kobe
after
in
that.
your
It's
top
funny.
25?
Yes.
Oh
Barely.
my god!
Oh.
What you got him at like
Barely.
16? You have him at like 16, huh?
16.
That's all.
16.
He started
Well-
out with, "I respect all y'all basketball takes. It's
Not
amazing,"
15
and now he's
players.
gonna
He ain't
end
know
this
about
show
the
with
Kobe
like,
slander.
"Nope."
He didn't know. He didn't know.
I do not. Chill don't want to talk about it, y'all. Let's leave it alone. My
Chill
thing
has
is like,
Kobe top 15.
Kobe is absolutely
15.
Kobe
Wow.
is a GOAT, right? He's absolutely fantastic. One of the best basketball players I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. Greatness all around, right? But I just don't want to take away and make it seem like he did all that by himself in 09 and 2010. That's just because that's just false. Like Pau Gasol played great. Pau Gasol showed up to the party. He did what he was supposed to do. Lamar Odom, whether you want to talk about his extracurriculars or not, he still showed up and played great basketball. Derek Fisher is one of the best floor generals to ever do this. You know what I'm saying?
But
and so. I'm just saying. And I know you want to move on and get
No,
back
no,
to
I
the-
don't
to
wanna
who's
move
sitting
on.
down, who's not.
No, I don't.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to move on either.
I just want to say, be that as it may, Payday still is right. Like if we're talking about,
Right about
of
what?
all, I'm about to tell you of all these guys,
Nah, you about to piss me off.
all these top 10 guys. No, this is facts. Of all these top 10 guys, and guys that go back to back, Kobe had the weakest team.
Weakest team.
And that's with all due
Weakest.
respect to
Those
Pau
nines-
Gasol,
those
Lamar
nines-
Odom,
Shannon
Derek
Brown,
Fisher.
Meta World Peace.
Phil Jackson.
Meta World Peace
you
is
think the
bum.
09 and 2010
Those
Lakers
teams
are
are not
worse
weak,
than the
bro.
94
Meta
and
World Peace
95
was a
Bulls?
bum, bro.
I think so.
Those,
bomb.
wait,
One more time.
okay.
What was the question?
Ron,
From a talent
if
standpoint,
that's-
what do you
if that-
base
if
it
that's
on?
your take-
Were
if that's your take, Ron,
Kobe's
that's
repeat
fine.
Lakers worse than Hakeem's repeat Rockets? That was my question.
Ooh.
If that's your take, that's fine. I just want to say, if you want to say they're weaker than this championship team or this championship team, whatever, fine. I'm not even gonna get into that. But those teams were not weak, is what I'm saying. Like those teams were
I
not
agree.
weak
They
at
weren't.
all.
I agree.
They were weak. They were
Dude,
trash.
This is nuts.
Sasha Vujacic.
The Los Angeles Lakers in
Respect
2008, when they
that
went to the
closing out the
NBA
guys to the
championship,
PRA,
when they traded for Pau Gasol, won 65 games. That was not in the Western Conference. That was an awesome group. An
Here's
awesome
something-
group.
Because of who though? Because
Here's
of
something
who?
that's
Just
going to
because
blow
of
your
Bryant.
mind, Payday.
That's number
In the
one.
regular season, the 09, 010, 2010 Los Angeles Lakers, in the regular season, were led in win shares by Pau Gasol. They were also led in the playoffs in win shares by Pau Gasol. I'm not saying Pau Gasol was better than Kobe Bryant. What I'm saying is you are very much underrating how great a second option that really
Oh
was.
no! What I'm not doing is underrating him. But I guarantee you, this is what
Yes,
I'm talking
you are.
about.
You're
with
saying that the
this is-
reason why they
You
did what
said-
they
you
did,
said-
the reason why
we
he was
we started this conversation.
And let me
he did it
explain.
by
Well, he
himself.
said. He
Let me
said
explain.
the
Let me
team was
explain.
weak. He didn't say Pau
No,
Gasol.
no.
No, I never said Pau Gasol was weak. First of all, look, Pau Gasol, seven plus foot player, absolutely phenomenal when it comes to that knack around the rim. And he had that little jumper that he had too. That little fake.
It wasn't a little jumper. It wasn't a little.
It was
Little
little.
jumper funny.
Oh my goodness! It
Little
was.
jumper is funny.
It was pretty little in the sense of when it got hot. Sometimes, bro, Powell was getting dunked on. He was crying. I mean, come on! Look what the
He was
Lob
crying.
City. Look what Lob City did to. Look what Lob City did to Pau
crying.
Gasol. Put him on a poster every single time. And so this is what I was talking. This is what I was talking about Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili always helping him out. Now, let me finish this real quick.
Please.
Okay.
Okay.
When it got hot and that head started to come down, Guess what? If it wasn't for Kobe Bean Bryant, that man would have never picked up his head. If he wasn't in practice tearing his ass up, he would have never been the player that he was. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Yes, Pau Gasol was phenomenal, but he was phenomenal because of that pressure that Kobe Bean Bryant put on his players.
brought the dog out.
LeBron's not putting pressure on players like that. People are not getting that pressure from nobody else but Kobe Bean. And you got to understand that is more. The game is psychological too as well. It's mental as well. And so when you have that mental aspect to the game, you got to understand Kobe Bryant was that general, and he was an asshole of a general. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Can we stop the cap? I can't believe you're falling for that.
I'm not falling
I can't
for
believe
that.
I can't believe you're falling for that psycho asshole stuff from Kobe and Jordan. God rest the dead.
I mean, it's a bit Hollywood.
Like Kobe Bryant was a complete jackass. You don't treat people like that, okay? That doesn't make you a better basketball player.
He wasn't a jackass. Pau Gasol needed to grow some nuts.
That doesn't make you a better basketball player.
Pau
Gasol was a monster.
softie.
Pau Gasol was a monster when he was over there in Spain. Pau Gasol came
Oh
over
my
already
God,
a
because
monster.
he was a yes man.
He
was getting yes manned.
But Pau Gasol.
What does yes man have to do with getting buckets?
Them dudes was
No,
monsters
the
when
people
they
on
was
his team were
15
yes men.
years old. They was monsters when they was 15 years old. They came over here and they was doing that thing. Like all that Kobe don't talk to me this and that. That doesn't make you a better basketball player. Pau Gasol was already that. He was already
also really good at Memphis.
Oh my goodness.
Memphis. Thank you, Morris. Kobe Bean wasn't over there in Memphis. Pau was in Memphis by his lonesome, getting busy.
Winning championships?
Getting busy.
Winning championships?
Was
he winning championships?
Was Kobe winning championships before Pau got over there?
Was Pau winning championships?
How many
he
championships did Kobe
wasn't.
win?
The reason why he
Did Kobe
wasn't-
win in 05, 6, and 7?
Was Pau winning championships over there?
No, he wasn't.
They were both-
Was Kobe
They were
winning
both out there
championships
losing.
over
That's
there?
what's happening.
I mean, but Kobe was scoring 36 points a game. What are we talking about?
Kobe's better than Pau Gasol.
Kobe's over there scoring.
That's
Kobe
not
is
an
a better player than
argument. That's
Pau
not an
Gasol. I'm not
argument.
arguing that point.
Kobe and the Lakers
Like, that's not
were
a hot take.
seriously
That's not a
contending.
hot
But
take.
and Pau and the Grizzlies were also not contending. It
weren't.
benefited both parties. It benefited Kobe to have
Hey,
a
the
player
chat
like Pau
said-
Gasol on his team, and it benefited Pau Gasol to be able to play for something by playing next to a player like Kobe Bryant. It was a mutually
Correct.
beneficial.
It was a
relationship.
It was kind of
Y'all-
mutual.
y'all
I'd say
were- y'all
60-40.
were
Kind of
so
mutual.
Y'all
It
want
was
so
I'd say
you
60-40.
need me. You need as much as I need you. You need me. And I've
So it was
always stood-
50-50?
I've always stood on the logic. I've always stood on the
go
logic.
45-55.
You can't put the dog.
Wait. Say it again. You go 45-55?
45-55?
What? Chill. What would you say? 50-50?
60-40. 60-40.
I say 60-40. Thank you. 60-40. We get.
Even if it's 60-40, you still needed me.
Yeah,
And you
I
needed me.
I hear you.
You needed me because what you're making it sound like is he was in Pau Gasol's ear. You mother. No, that's not the way you get the best out of somebody. The reason why he got the best out of Pau Gasol because he was telling Pau Gasol, "You the baddest mother you know what out here."
Yes,
Can't
yes,
nobody
yes, I agree,
cover
Chill.
you.
Yes,
you are
you're
that
right.
dude. He wasn't always in Pau Gasol's face.
He
You
wasn't.
sucked and you did. No, he was bringing that. I'm on record saying this. You can't put the dog in somebody. You can damn sure bring it out of him though. And I think that's what Bryant did. I think that Bryant did that for Pau Gasol.
Yes,
I think
Man,
that's
y'all are so.
You
y'all
said,
are
yeah,
so
but you're making it sound like he made him into Pau Gasol.
Y'all are so Hollywood that y'all are so easy to fall for this type of shit. Y'all watch that Redeem Team shit, and y'all seen Kobe Bryant run through Pau Gasol's chest. Oh, if he'll do that shit, his teammate.
I ain't talking about that.
That shit was corny.
People be doing that thing.
I watch games.
That wasn't about nothing. I'm not saying you don't watch basketball, and I'm not saying you don't know basketball. What I'm saying is y'all are so y'all want such a good story that y'all will fall for any story they put in front of you. Y'all want to be entertained so bad that you'll take any type of entertainment. That's not what's going on. Like Pau Gasol was already like that.
He was already.
He was not already like what the championship Pau Gasol was. The championship Pau Gasol was transformed.
Y'all go to 2008 and talk about what Kevin Garnett was doing to Pau Gasol. That's the big ticket. Yeah, he was cooking Pau Gasol. Absolutely. Pau Gasol came and got his get back. You know what I'm saying?
He did. 2010 was
Like, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it because Kobe Bryant ran him over in the Olympics. He did it because he was nasty.
You're right.
I told y'all's asses 2 weeks ago. I'm not standing for no more Pau Gasol slander.
He was not nasty. He was good.
Nobody be slandering Pau. Nobody be slandering Pau.
I think this platform is actually like more generous to Pau Gasol than most. I think we actually.
He was doing it in Memphis, Mars.
So what was?
I agree.
So in comparison,
I think he was different from Memphis. Like Pau Gasol, for my eye test, 07 Pau Gasol and 2010 Pau Gasol, they're not the same person to me.
No, not at all.
I don't know how much credit Kobe Bryant gets for that. I don't know. I'm not in the locker room, but they're different players in my perspective.
Yes,
and I think that's fair to acknowledge. He got better once he got to the Lakers.
He was tailor-made,
even if he was really good at Memphis.
That player,
the triangle was amazing.
Tailor-made.
Yeah, remember? Hey, you guys remember?
Number two. Hold up. So context without Kobe Bryant. So that's Memphis.
Okay.
That's 3 playoff series in Memphis, and also Spain. We have seen him without Kobe Bryant, and I can tell you, without Kobe Bryant, he averaged 20 points per game in the playoffs with Memphis. He was an all-star.
19, right?
With Kobe.
19. It was 19.
Kobe
20 and 19 are different.
No, it was 20.
Nice.
20 and 19 are different. I'm gonna be honest with you. 20 and 19 are. I don't care if it's 19.7. 20 and 19
in
are different.
07, he averaged 20.8. That's almost 21 a game without Bryant. In 06, he averaged 20 a game.
No, I gotta see this.
Hang on.
We gotta bring that stat up.
We're just lying now. I said in the playoffs, he averaged 20 points per game with the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a fact.
My bad. I didn't know you said playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so playoffs is more relevant. Do you want to venture a guess?
In the regular season,
what he averaged? Hold up.
That's funny.
My apologies. No, I thought we were talking reg season.
Hold on. You want to venture a guess what he averaged with the Lakers?
Less than that.
I mean, you said Kobe transformed him into this, miraculously different player, and he's on this different level. So, I mean, I'm assuming
we're talking plus minus.
No.
If we're gonna talk about that, talk plus minus. Talk plus minus if we're talking about being a better player. We gotta talk plus minus. I hear what you're saying.
It's about to get really dangerous.
He was.
It's about to get really dangerous.
I think where the divide is with you and I is that it sounds more like it was just Bryant, constantly on him. Like we're leaving out the fact that he went to play 1 with a better team, 2 under a better coach, 3 under a better system, which now enhances his game. Because when I play in the triangle, now I'm thinking the game different. And now I become a better player because now I'm looking at different reads. I'm understanding the game better.
And you have different responsibilities too.
Right.
Hold up. If you want to talk efficiency, didn't the same thing happen for a certain OKC Thunder player who joined a loaded team in a great system, which optimized his efficiency? Yes. Did Kevin Durant not become ridiculously more efficient while taking a slight dip in total scoring production with the Golden State Warriors? Just to contextualize this, Pau Gasol averaged 16.8 points per game in the playoffs with the Lakers. Yeah. So he dropped. By 3.
Are you including like the years once we get to like 2013?
I'm including all of it.
Because he went to go play with a ball hog.
Oh damn!
If I include,
we want to talk about Mathers. We want to talk about Mathers. That hurt me. That took that. Yeah, that was personal. That felt personal. God damn, that hurt my heart. God damn.
Fellas, before this gets any more personal, before this gets any more personal, I'm gonna step in because we still have gold tables to talk about. This table is clean, it's been weighted, and we are ready to sit the next table. Hey, Payday, you got that list I sent you of the different tables?
Absolutely, sir.
So it's up to you.
Do the GOAT table. I'm gonna be honest. We just spoke about it for 25 minutes.
Well, there's not exactly a GOAT table, and I did that on purpose too because we always say, well, you guys seen what I sent you.
Oh man,
but I'm saying we'll always do Kareem, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Like we do that all the time. Like
that's only 4 names.
I wanted to. Who else? Steph. Oh yeah, Steph. Yeah. But we do that all the time. So like I wanted to add a different theme to it. Payday, I want you to choose the table that you want to do.
Oh, geez. I was thinking about this. I do not want to do the GOAT table simply because that you're right. We always do that. So I was thinking the no ring table would be phenomenal, bro. The
Okay,
no
yeah,
ring
that's valid.
table. I really want to talk about it. I really want to hear Chill's and Mark's perspective on this too as well, because we got Chuck
We
on
know
there,
ball,
man.
That's why. We know ball. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You guys on the
mean,
bottom row? Yeah, shake it.
and after you call Kobe a ball hog, I want your opinion about T-Mac too as well.
He
And
loves Tracy McGrady. He loves
bro,
Tracy.
because
Another nigga, another
Because-
person better than Kobe.
and I don't want to say this to everybody, but T-Mac was my favorite player before Kobe was. I had to
T-Mac's also my favorite player.
You just
I had to
reasonable.
fall in love. I had to fall in love with Kobe through not liking Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted T-Mac to be Kobe. I just
right here. That's
Exactly.
Look at
Speaking
Ox.
off his
Look at Ox.
that's
Yeah.
that's what happened to me.
I just
hated
wanted
Kobe, and I had to respect it.
because I had my homeboy my homeboy Kobe. He was Kobe's. Kobe was his favorite player, and T-Mac was my favorite player. So I bought the shoes. He bought the Kobe's, and we were on the same team, but we would like compete against each other and try to play like each other. So I fell in love with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? No homie. You know what I'm saying? I really fell in love with that man's determination in his game. And T-Mac, T-Mac and Matt and Orlando and then Houston, man, that was just phenomenal basketball, bro. You couldn't stop that.
Who's
kid.
at the no ring table?
So the no ring table, we actually have 6
about
people
it.
at this table.
Oh my
I know
goodness.
the list
And,
too.
and-
Yeah.
and
Oh, my goodness.
it's actually going to be one of the same things. So we got 6 people. Same
I
thing.
ain't like Ryan
3
is
people,
toxic for the list, by the way.
3 people get seats. There's 3 guaranteed seats. One person got to stand and eat.
Oh my
2
goodness.
people got to go.
Two people got a
2 people
Two
got to
people
bounce.
gotta go
I
is
know
crazy,
I'm
bro.
kicking out the
I'm not gonna lie,
rest
Ron. The list of players you put together on this list was very
I'm
toxic.
gonna be abundantly clear, and even because of basketball, he not
The list is too toxic, bro. Too
right.
toxic.
Yo,
It
Ron,
is
don't
a
even
very
put him on
Toxic
the
list, he
list,
said.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Here's
It's a
the
very
thing.
toxic list.
Here's the thing. These guys had to sneak in through the back door. They had to sneak in through the back
Right.
door. They're really not even sitting in the actual restaurant. They sitting like upstairs in like the in a secluded area just because
In the lounge,
because this table's so nasty.
This
We
is
have
so crazy.
Charles Barkley,
Goodness gracious.
Tracy McGrady,
Good God.
Russell Westbrook,
Come on.
Allen Iverson,
Eh.
Chris Paul,
Yep.
Woo. That's
and
crazy.
last but not least, this is why they can't sit in the main dining area.
Oh, damn.
Too many
Carl
kids, man.
Malone.
Yeah,
And we know who's coming out. We know
I'm
who's
sorry,
leaving off the
gentlemen. Everybody in the
Listen,
chat,
no,
everybody that's
listen.
listening to
Off the
the-
rip, we know who gone. Off the rip, we know who leaving the
making
table.
Everybody that's listening in the chat, and everybody that I just got a phone call from this restaurant from Elgin Baylor, Tracy McGrady, get your ass up from this table right now. I am sorry, sir. You do not belong here. No, you do not. Hell
If
no.
we can do a vote,
You do
I am
not.
perfectly fine with replacing Mr.
You do
32
not.
Elgin Baylor.
Absolutely.
I'm down to get Carmelo up out of here.
Hey, Ron,
Baylor
Ron,
just
Yeah,
T-Mac,
Elgin Baylor is
T-Mac gotta
100%
go,
sitting
Ron.
at this table. Elgin Baylor got to get up. Tracy McGrady got to get
I'm
up. I
fine
just got
with
a
having
call
Elgin
from
Baylor.
Elgin
I'm
Baylor.
fine with
Guys,
having
Sorry.
guys.
Ron,
I'm
T-Mac
good
got
with
to
that.
bounce, Ron.
Here's
T-Mac gotta
what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say.
We have $100.
These tables were not perfectly constructed based on who is the best. The
Yeah,
PRA was
yeah.
different. The PRA, I tried to get the top 5 PRA guys. The other tables, I just wanted them to be competitive. So some guys got left off, not because they weren't good enough to be there, or not that they couldn't even be the person to foot the bill at that table. Simply because I just wanted to get a good collection of guys so we could have a nice argument. So Elgin
For sure.
Baylor probably could be here. Elgin Baylor probably could be paying the table, paying the bill at the table. But
Yeah.
it wasn't about that. I just wanted a good conversation.
dig that.
I hear
Let's
you,
do it.
G. I hear you.
Yep.
No,
We had
Gifted,
Carl Malone at the
Gifted.
table.
Or nasty.
Okay,
Very
so
nasty.
run it back one more
So
time.
no
Ron.
Very
So
nasty.
We got,
Just to clarify,
we got
James
so
Harden?
Russ is at another table. This dude is greedy.
Oh, James Harden was
We
in
got-
here? No, James Harden was already at 2 other tables. He's at the scoring
Oh,
table and he
my
got to the
goodness.
PRA table. So I didn't want to overuse him.
Yes, please don't. Yeah,
You know,
this
Let's
is
run
this
it
is
down,
a
though, Ron. So just
this is
a
a
reminder,
crazy
Ron, we
table,
got
bro.
we got
So
Russ.
two guys got to get up.
We
I
got
just wanna make
we
sure I'm
got
following
Russ.
that.
We got Carl. We got what's his name? Chuck. We got Iverson, and who?
Barkley, T-Mac.
Barkley and Max Sauce. Okay.
How the hell
Chris
did
Paul,
that work out?
Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook, T-Mac, Karl Malone,
Yeah.
and Charles Barkley.
I'm getting rid of Iverson and Malone.
Woo.
One is for basketball reasons. One is
That easy?
One is not. Yeah.
Is it good to be ringless?
Okay. I wonder.
No.
I mean, it is what it is. It's not good.
It is what it
Like,
is.
do
yeah.
I
It
want
just is
do I
what it
want
is.
the player picking up the bill here? It's the same question I asked with the PRA shit. Like, is winning this category a good thing or a
Chuck
bad
picks
thing?
up the bill. P.
Oh.
I think Chuck picks up the bill.
Because if it's a
This
bad
is-
thing, I want number 32 to pay.
No,
Oh,
so
I
this
feel.
is-
I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like,
so
probably-
paying a little bill is punishment. Like,
Yeah,
or
I
just-
probably
want
Or
32
is it
eating.
like the best of the ringless?
Yo, I probably should have led with this. At the no ring table, the way that we're judging this is if all of these players had a ring, whose legacy looks the best?
okay. Okay.
Oh, that changes everything when you say it like that.
I should have led.
That-
with
Well,
Absolutely
that
changes
changes the context of like when was their opportunity to win a ring? Like, for example, Iverson's opportunity means he beats the 0-1 Lakers,
Yeah. Good point, man.
which is
T-
like
and
very,
Ron- and
which is like
T-Mac-
very different than if, like, respectfully, Chris Paul beat the Bucks.
right.
Respectfully, like, you see what I'm saying?
and
Like, it's different.
that changes
Yeah, I
everything
get that.
because the reason T-Mac got to get up is because he never got out that first round.
That.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
T-Mac,
Yep, he got to go,
methodology is-
bro.
We have to
Yeah,
imagine
like
he
because
wins
for
four
me,
different
and
series.
y'all know how I feel about Max Sauce, but he got to go. Like T-Mac's out of there. He's
gotta go.
getting thrown out even more disrespectfully than James Harden got thrown out from the last table.
I mean, but this also
Like,
means
we
that
might-
that
we might-
Yeah,
uh,
if it's based on that, yeah, T-Mac has to go. I was
But-
just doing it based on like how good they were.
But if
Mark, you
T-Mac
ever
won a
seen
championship,
that means he did
Casino?
get out of the
Like
first round.
when my security throws T-Mac out this door, we're using his head to open the door. Like we're not even
Woo!
opening the door to throw. It's like nah, bro, get up.
Oh,
out of
damn.
Woo!
He getting jazzed. That's what's happening. He getting jazzed.
With what he did in his peak, you add a championship ring to that, and I'm assuming not the Spurs one, but like a legit Orlando Houston championship ring. Like if he won one with
yes.
Yao,
Talk to him.
dude,
Talk to
legacy
him.
legacy looking very.
I'm gonna be
different.
out. I'm gonna be
Talk
out
to
tomorrow.
him.
Like
I love-
It's just so far fetched though. That's why I'm struggling. Like,
It is.
No, no,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I
but
understand what you said, Ron. I'm still just gonna rank them as players. I'm not.
I hear you though. I hear you, bro.
Like,
I
I mean,
hear you with that.
Technically,
Yo.
with that being said, like if all of them have no rings, you have them ranked where you have them. If they all had one ring, probably
Not
would
much
still.
change for me.
That
Yeah.
changes a lot for T-Mac though, Ron.
Bro.
Because T-Mac being one of my favorite players, never making it out the first round, but now winning the championship means he did
Okay.
actually make it out the first round. That change
And
that
the second
changes.
round.
That's like all the people
Should have
that,
put Joel
like, have-
Embiid here.
all the people that have issues with Tracy McGrady,
He better than
that's
everyone
their
you just
big
said.
that's their biggest talking point. So it's like that kills everything. If Tracy McGrady has a ring, Ron, there's nothing you can say about Tracy
Nothing.
McGrady.
longevity.
I'm gonna be honest though, Ox. Like I think
Longevity,
yeah,
man.
I think y'all are focusing on the wrong player though.
T-Mac don't
Like
need longevity. All he
Yeah.
need to do is get out that first round.
He made the
I really
He's
feel like
not
y'all are focused on the wrong player though, because if Russell Westbrook has a ring,
It's
how
over.
he's viewed as a player for a lot of people is completely different, because that
Russell
would mean
Westbrook doesn't
he
belong in
did
Tracy
beat the
McGrady
Warriors that year.
conversations, Gifted. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
if
Like, you know what I'm
Russell
saying? It's
Westbrook
like,
has a
Russ doesn't belong in
championship,
T-Mac conversations,
correct.
bro.
If
I
Russell
don't think y'all
Westbrook-
understand,
go
bro.
ahead.
No,
If Russell
bro,
Westbrook-
Keep going.
bro.
Keep going.
Everyone calls his triple doubles fake stat pack. Cool. If he won a championship with that as well, the public would view him way differently.
Way
It'd be
different, bro. Way
Which
different.
chip are we talking about? 2012, I guess, because that's like the only real chance he had.
Let's say
I would say
2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be forgetting.
It's crazy
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, you beat the 73-9 Warriors, and then you beat Bron and them. That's
Come
gonna- that's
on.
gonna help you.
Yeah,
That's gonna help.
it's no
That's different.
debate. No
Now
debate.
the issue is like he was the second best player on the team. Like for people
I mean-
that mean something.
I mean, he was also outplaying Kevin Durant.
I agree, but
Was he?
So I mean,
like
yeah, he
for
was.
me, like in the 2016 playoffs, I think Russ.
No, was he the second best player?
No, KD's a better player than him. Yes, but
Yeah.
Russ was playing. Yes, he is.
I mean, not in the playoffs, but
Let
yeah.
me let me put my glasses back on. Maybe I could.
Is
tell.
Russ in y'all? Is Russ in y'all top 25, top 50?
He's in
I'm
my
not gonna
top
pretend I have a
250.
list that goes down to 25.
I don't have a list that goes that far.
But I
Sadly,
think
but
Russ is a really good basketball player. Wherever that leads him being ranked, I don't know. But I think Russ was.
If he wins a championship, is he in top 25?
Top 10.
I mean,
Top
I
10.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell him.
Top 10.
I mean, but listen,
Tell him,
this is what I'm talking about, though. If Russell Westbrook wins a ring, the number one thing people use to hate on him, you can't use anymore because he won playing that way.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
the one player who would
because those
benefit
triple
so
doubles
much
would
from a
look
ring
so much
is
better.
Carmelo Anthony, and he's not even at the bar here. Carmelo Anthony's legacy changes completely because you add the Syracuse championship, plus you add all the points that he scored, and then you add a championship ring to that. My goodness.
If James Harden won in 2018, his legacy is clearing everyone.
Everyone.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But
James Harden.
That's fine. So he wasn't on the list. It's okay.
Woo!
But if we're talking,
Harden ring would be insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
would be crazy.
We would be having a different conversation.
Iverson is getting cut for me. I think that's probably the most comfortable one for me. Then
I think T-Mac.
Wait. Okay, so listen.
If his T-Mac is because of longevity, because I think he's better than some of the people.
I think it has to be T-Mac because if you give it to, I think AI, if he beats that Lakers team, like bro, people talk so much off of one win. If he won that series,
he could have retired that day.
Oh, by the way, that team was undefeated going into that series.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So listen, if he wins that series, like it's crazy because they already talk a lot about him just, I would say, as a force. If he won two, I don't know. Like it's way different to me.
Iverson is clearing this table for me because if I don't let him clear this table, there's a very, very good chance that number 32 is going to win this.
How many opportunities?
I don't want to talk about Carmelo.
The guy that we're talking about, how many of these guys, because this is about rings, how many of these guys had an opportunity to get to the NBA championship and win it?
Ooh.
How many?
I mean, Malone went twice.
Well, yeah.
And assuming that he actually wins, that means he beat Jordan. That's big.
That's huge.
That's bigger than James Harden.
And he's so high up
and
there
then
on
you
the points.
also pack in the production
He and the
and
2018
stats
Warriors
and the
is
30,000 points. You know, Karl Malone becomes a top 10 player pretty easily.
You're the
with
third
championship
all-time
ring.
leading scorer, and you have a ring.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, man. And your elbows are huge,
I've
bro.
heard people say the only reason they don't think he's the best power forward ever is because he doesn't have a ring.
It happens often. But at the same time, I just don't think he should even be in the building.
Back in the defense.
I'm just not going to talk.
Yeah.
He can stay. That's fine. Iverson and T-Mac are going for me. Like, I'm fine with him staying. Chris Paul can stay.
I can't cut Iverson based off the ring potential, though, man. Like he's already talked about crazy.
Chris Paul is out for me too.
So Charles Barkley.
Chris Paul's out for you, Chip?
I'm assuming realistically we're talking about
Chris
winning
Paul out for you?
championships when they actually had a chance to win a championship or their best opportunity to win a championship. They actually got over. So for Iverson, it was obviously 0-1. But for Barkley and for Malone, it was both in championships against Michael Jordan to stop a three-peat. Right?
That's true. Good point. Good point too, right there. Yeah.
So yeah.
Chill. What about your Chris Paul? What's your reasoning for Chris Paul
Chris
having
Paul
to
gotta
go?
come out and I'm putting Elgin
Why?
Baylor in there because I'm putting Elgin Baylor in there.
Oh, he just.
Oh, so you're just okay. You're
Chill plays by his own rules. Yeah.
But if Chris Paul,
I mean, I'm doing the same thing to be fair.
If Chris Paul is in, then Chris Paul is in. But
okay.
The fact that
You scared me.
So does Paul win with Phoenix? Is that the assumption here that he wins
in
with
21? Does he win?
21 was the furthest.
Wait, is it Phoenix or the Rockets?
It depends which one you want to go with. Phoenix. I mean,
no
Phoenix,
injury.
He was
no
closer
injury.
to being the best player.
I think he would have won.
But 2018, they would have beat a better team, which I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Him again. These are the rules, and Chris Paul is your guy. So. If I just want to make sure that I'm following you guys. We're talking about rings. So
yeah,
for me, Malone, 11 years straight, first team All-Pro. I made the All-League defensive team 4 times. 3 of those 4 times, I was first team All-Defense.
how many? 9 plus 4? That's 13.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen that are home, I just want you guys to know. Okay, I can separate the artist from the art. I can 100% do that. There's people out
It's
there
quiet
that
here for a
can't-
reason, man.
there's people-
It's quiet up here for a reason right
I
now,
can
right?
separate the artist from the art. I can 100% do that. O.J. Simpson
Respect.
is one of the worst humans in history. But O.J. Simpson he led the league in rushing 4 times in 5
Chill. We
years.
don't even have to go there. We don't even have to go there.
And we're
Chill
talking
out,
about
playing, bro.
With the OJ. Oh, no.
This is what we're talking
Chill's
about.
still
We're
stuck
talking
on the
about
Pau
rings.
Gasol. He's still stuck on the Pau Gasol.
I'm talking about rings. We're talking about rings, and not just him winning it. What else would have been on his resume if he had won it? Again, I made first team All Pro 11 straight years. Nobody did that before I did that. 0 people did that. I was an All Pro. I was an All League defender 4 times. 3 of those 4 times. 3 of those 4 times I was first team All League defense.
Prison.
I was also on top of that. I won the league MVP at age 34 and age 36, which means that I was still
FBI
awesome
watch
as I had gotten older. I 100% did that. Penn, you could do that all day. You could do that all day. You could do that all day. Absolutely. The interesting thing is you didn't even know this until it actually came out. He was in the league for 16 years. None of us even knew.
No. This is not
To
true.
be fair,
bro.
I've
This
known
is not
about it
true.
my whole life.
This
but
is
that's
not true.
We didn't even know that. This is 100% true. It didn't come out until 2001. He was in the league for 16 years before this actually
This
came
was
out.
a
And
wild
shit came out, though.
thing.
that's when it came out. It 100% came out. But that's not the point. The point is Malone, when we're talking about him having no rings and sitting at the table with other people who have no rings, there is nobody who has a more impressive resume. And let me not forget, there's only one dude in NBA history who scored more points than me when I retired. That's it. I was number 2 all time.
You're
on the
absolutely
bucket
correct.
list.
You just don't need to
That's-
spend this
yeah.
talking about
Shout out
it. But
to
like,
Lamar.
That's definitely
we're
true.
all in
That's definitely
agreement.
true.
Like
So,
he's
I'm
going to stay. We just don't like it. But he's going.
He
to
just shouldn't be at the
He's
table in
he's-
general.
Look.
enough.
He's
I
the
got-
best. He's the best player at the table. Okay, we know this. And
So
I think-
just so we're clear,
I think
we
can
can
just say that in this-
1986.
We can
Yeah.
just say that and then just move on.
1986.
Pin, we're
okay?
talking about basketball. We're not talking about that.
I'm just saying
I
the
think
first
he-
mention
so
of
look,
it
so
publicly
he-
was 1986.
All right, so lock him
This
up then. Lock him
wasn't-
up.
Blip
Like
on it.
somebody come arrest the dude. That's not my job.
I agree, but
He played. He's the best player at the table. He's gonna foot the bill. Okay, who's next? Who's sitting down? Who else is sitting?
All right, so look,
Who else is sitting down?
before we get there, I need we got to go around the room. I need everybody to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
me
yeah.
the 2 players that you're cutting.
Yep.
So Gifted, we're going to start with you.
Oh, sorry.
All right, well, Mars, you already said Iverson and T-Mac. So Iverson and T-Mac both have votes. Gifted, who are
I'm cutting
you?
T-Mac and Malone.
T-Mac and Malone are leaving the restaurant for Gifted.
That's what I'm doing. Yep.
All right, Payday, who is leaving for you?
I'm with Mars, bro. I'm with Mars. I'm going T-Mac and Iverson.
Damn, T-Mac really getting packed up. All right, Chill, who's leaving?
Malone stays. Barkley stays. I mean, I'm having a difficult time with Russell Westbrook. I mean, they was in the Western Conference Championship
with you,
4
Chill.
times in 5
Come
years.
on, Chill.
They was
Come
in the
on,
Western
Chill. Talk
Conference
to him.
Championship, and he was making
Talk
an
to him,
all-pro
Chill.
team when that was going on. I mean,
Talk
Yes, he
to him,
was.
Chill.
MVP.
Talk to these niggas, man.
he was making an all-pro team when that was going on. I think that the fall off with Chris Paul and when he ended up getting back, Chris Paul is out. I'm
Talk
keeping
to him.
Russ. I'm keeping Russ. I'm keeping Malone. I'm keeping Barkley. Chris Paul is out, and
Why are you keeping Iverson over Chris Paul?
Yeah, that's weird for me.
I think that the reason why I'm keeping Iverson over
Is it Aura?
No,
Okay.
The reason why I'm keeping Iverson, the reason why I'm keeping Iverson, I don't think he did more than Chris Paul overall, but I think that job that he did in 21 was more impressive than what that job he did in 2001 was more impressive than what Chris Paul did in 2021. However, Mars, what Chris Paul did, I think Chris Paul had that drop off. I want to say from like 16 to like 19. I think that maybe 15 to 18 or 16 to 19 where he had that drop off. I think Allen Iverson, for what he was and which is a bucket getter, I think that for that period of time in his prime, he stayed that. Even when he got older, he still stayed that. That's why I'm gonna have
Chris
to keep
Paul's
Iverson.
longevity is like way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Here's the difference. I think that Chris Paul's longevity as a lead guard, I think is better. But I think for
as
what
a bucket
Iverson,
getter.
I think for what Iverson did as a bucket getter, and I think he led the league in scoring. I think he led the league in scoring in 2000. Second in the league in scoring.
He led the league in scoring 4 different times.
Yes, he did. Something like that. Yes. That's why I'm leaning more toward Iverson than I am Chris.
Chris Paul led the league in assists 5 times.
But I think that he had an
opportunity. Scoring title is more
I
impressive.
also think he had more.
I'm
of an
not saying it's
opportunity.
not, but Chris Paul's also made 4 more All-NBA teams.
If Chris Paul wins a championship for the Clippers, how different are we talking?
Real talk. Chris Paul. Not real talk. I'm sorry, Gifted. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I feel like the groups that he was on, I think that they should have been better than what they were. Like getting swept by Memphis. I mean, not getting swept by Memphis because they ended up in that dogfight. But beating San Antonio and then the next year losing.
They blew a 3-1 lead after they.
Yeah, I felt like they should have been better than what they were. So that's why
I mean, a lot of that was just injury. Injuries kind of messed up.
There's a lot going on.
It's a big deal, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. Iverson was one of the more durable players we've ever seen. But like, even then, like, once again, we're having to nitpick because someone has to be cut. Allen Iverson won 6 playoff series in his career.
Yes, he did.
Like, that's not. You know what I'm saying?
It's not really. It's not blowing your mind, Miles. But listen to what you just said. He won 6 playoff series in his career. Now, thinking about what Blake Griffin was running with. I mean, not Blake Griffin. I'm sorry. Think about what Chris Paul was running with. Blake Griffin finished 3rd in league MVP votes in 2013. 3rd. So I'm playing with arguably a top 5 player, top 10 player at that point. I don't think Blake was top 5, but arguably. I mean, he got busy that season.
An amazing player, yeah, a better player than Iverson.
I'm also running with one of the better defensive bigs during that time in Jordan. I'm also running with one of the best sharpshooters in the league in JJ Redick. I'm also running with arguably the best rotation player in the game. I think Manu Ginobili was better, but Jamal Crawford, one of the best rotation players. That right there should garner us being better than what we were, especially with you at the helm. Particularly with you at the helm.
Well, Iverson went and joined Denver and then didn't win a playoff series with Denver. They replaced him with Billups and they went to the conference finals instantly.
I think he was, again, this goes back to my original point.
That's a good point.
He was averaging 28 in Denver.
100%. Which goes back to my original logic, which goes back to my original logic about Chris Paul being more of a lead guard and Iverson being more of a bucket getter. And Iverson being that for longer, I feel like even Chris Paul being that lead guard and the stuff that he had, I feel like he should have achieved more with what he had, as opposed to Iverson, who was more of a bucket getter, and he was more of a bucket getter, but he didn't have the stuff that Chris Paul had. And on top of that, when he got to Denver, that was later on in his career. Like Iverson was starting to break down. To be honest with you, I think that he only played 3 more years after that. In fact, 2 more years after that.
I mean, that says a lot about how his game aged, but he was averaging.
It didn't age well.
He was averaging 26 in Denver.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
He played.
I think the best argument you can make is like the level of boost the players will receive. Again, if AI beats that Lakers team, the way his run will be looked at is different completely than Chris Paul. I think it would be a high level to Chris Paul. However, Chris Paul to me has way better longevity, and I just don't think there's like I could never pick AI over Chris Paul in terms of that. However, in terms of like the stature of the run, his run will be way better than Chris Paul's probably. I would tell you that.
Even if Chris Paul wins with the Clippers,
a better player than Iverson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You could be again, and Miles, you and I have had this conversation. I think you could be a better player, but the thing that I am awesome at, I think that I'm awesome at that more than the thing that you're awesome at. So, for example,
I think Allen Iverson's a better scorer.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. No. Chris Paul is. Wait. Hang on. Allen Iverson is not a better scorer than Chris Paul is a point guard. No.
Do you think Allen Iverson is a better scorer than Chris Paul is a playmaker?
Just say yes, chill.
I would love him to say yes. I'm love him to answer the question.
No, take your time because I don't know.
Answer the question.
Yeah, this is not something that I could just say, because Iverson has been as a bucket getter, even though he did lead the league in scoring, or he was second in the league in scoring, he was inefficient as a bucket getter. But I think that him as a bucket getter, how much more impactful he was than Chris Paul was a playmaker as a bucket getter.
I don't even think it's close.
So what's
I
the
don't think it's
answer?
close at all either. But I get you though.
I think
feel
Allen
you.
Iverson was. If you asked me the other question, I would have probably said no. But I think Allen Iverson was more. I think he was a better scorer than Chris Paul was a playmaker.
3 days ago.
We
They was
understand.
chill.
No, 4 days ago,
Wow.
you told me Jason Kidd was a better offensive player than Allen Iverson. And now you are
Because-
telling me that Allen Iverson scoring is more valuable than Chris Paul's playmaking. So if that scoring is more valuable than Chris Paul's playmaking, how
How
the
is it-
hell
how
is
is
he
it-
a
Is
worse
Jason
offensive
Kidd
player
better?
than Jason Kidd?
Wait. Because what we're doing, Mars, is we're magnifying.
Wow.
What we're doing, Mars, is we're magnifying one thing. That's all we're doing. I didn't just say that Jason Kidd's playmaking was better than Allen Iverson.
I
I said a
know,
multitude.
but
I said
his
a
scoring wasn't
multitude
exactly
of
doing
things.
much for him.
Now, again, Mars, I was asking. I was saying, if you asked me, was Chris Paul a better point guard than Allen Iverson as a scorer? No, I'm not going to.
How?
That's why I asked.
How is that
you
not
said
true?
Allen Iverson's scoring was
I
better than
100%
Chris
think that Chris
playmaking.
Paul is a better lead
But
guard
but
than,
if his
than
scoring is that good,
Huh?
how is he a worse offensive player than Jason Kidd? Because
I-
we're not going to act like Allen Iverson isn't creating for his teammates at an elite level.
yes, he is. I'm not going to argue that point.
But how is
I
he a
think
worse
that-
offensive player than Jason Kidd?
because I think Jason Kidd
Yeah, I gotta
created
know.
off. I think that Jason Kidd created offense in a number of different ways. I don't think that he just created offense as a guy who was a floor leader who was setting guys up. He also created offense on defense. As a defender, he's getting in the pass lane. He's getting on the glass. In addition to
I knew that was good.
That was cold, boy. You saved that at the end. Woo!
Man.
So is
As-
Chris
as-
Paul a
as-
better
as-
offensive player than
That don't
Allen
say nothing.
I think that says a lot.
If I-
Like,
if
being
I
a
think
defensive
Jason-
player. Oh
because I
hell
think
yeah!
he's a- 'cause I think
Oh
Chris-
hell yeah!
Because I
Because
think
Chris Paul ain't playing
if I
defense
think-
like that.
So to answer your question, Miles, because I think Chris Paul's a better offensive player than Jason Kidd. So I'd have to think that he's a better offensive player than Allen Iverson.
So Chris
Yeah,
Paul's
that's
a
how
better
that would have to
player
work.
than Jason Kidd and Allen Iverson. But Allen Iverson's scoring is better than Chris Paul's playmaking. Is it better than Jason Kidd's playmaking too?
I'm trying to not get confused. What specifically, Chill, makes you say Allen Iverson is a better scorer than Chris Paul as a playmaker? What specifically? Like,
Yeah,
what
I'm-
metric
I'm
of it
just-
does
Yeah, I
that?
gotta know.
That's what I want to know.
I'm just over.
Volume.
I think.
But I
Allen
like the Jason Kidd defense. That was nice. That was a very good. point.
No. But I want to focus
keep
on the
saying
point,
that.
though.
I mean-
what specifically about Allen Iverson's scoring makes him
Allen
a
Iverson-
better value than Chris Paul's playmaking?
Yeah,
That's what I want to know.
I
what I
think
wanna know,
that
too.
I think that Chris Paul's playmaking on both the offensive and defensive side of the floor have a ridiculous amount of value. I'm not going to argue that point. Gifted. What I am going to say though, Allen Iverson as a bucket getter, when you know for a fact that you are the primary bucket getter, you are the one that everybody gravitates because the other guys on your group rely on you to be primarily that. I think that Chris Paul as a playmaker, I think that he was able to be that level of a play. I think he was able to be that level of a playmaker because he did have other guys around him who were able to make plays as well. Allen Iverson wasn't able to. Allen Iverson had to be that level of scorer because he didn't have those guys around him who could get buckets like that and have.
So
that
is
sort
the
of-
floor raiser argument you're making right now?
Yes,
we bring up floor rate. You see what Chris Paul was doing in New Orleans?
I did see what he was doing in New Orleans. 100%.
We see what he did in OKC.
I 100% saw what he did in OKC.
I mean, did we see
I mean,
that?
Phoenix.
And I saw
It's
what-
hell.
and I
It's
also-
hell. You can make the argument about Chris Paul for honestly. We're gonna bring up floor raiser.
500 and then turn around and win 51 games out of 72, by the way, and go.
So
to
we clear, Mars, the Philadelphia
Chris Paul.
76ers, there's a reason why they got the #1 overall draft pick and drafted Allen Iverson and traded Jerry Stackhouse, who, by the way, came along and to become one of the best scorers that the NBA
They
had
traded
seen
Jerry
at that
Stackhouse,
time.
but he didn't fit with Iverson.
Right, because Iverson was the better bucket getter, and that's why they built that unit around him.
Chris Paul would have
As
just
opposed to-
fit with Jerry Stackhouse.
Maybe he would have again, which I'm not arguing that. I think that Chris Paul is a better lead guard. I'm not arguing that point at all. No,
He's a bad
I'm not.
player.
Oh,
Yeah. Chris
okay,
Paul.
but like, if we're trying to say what's
muted.
better between these two, oh, wait a minute, am I muted?
No, you are.
he was on
You are.
Jordan.
You are hot, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
hear.
So, yeah, if we're trying to say like who's better, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, Chris Paul's a better player.
I'm
But
listening to you, Gifted.
that's
We're
fine.
trying to say who's better. As you were saying, Gifted.
I want to hear that. Yeah. I just think the degree of playmaker Chris Paul is specifically with his value. Like he showed that at multiple different places at very high levels consistently. Allen Iverson as a scorer was never at that level consistently. And what you're mainly saying is all of the talent he had around him was there for defense, and he had to basically man up the offense. I was talking about the defensive talent. Yeah. So yes, the scoring, like he absolutely had to 100%, I would say backpack that. But I'm saying in terms of that value being shown over multiple stops, it's not the same. Like Chris Paul as a playmaker is a different tier of player than Allen Iverson as a scorer. I think that's just,
I mean, if that's how you want to, at this point when we comparing Chris Paul and Allen Iverson, we talking about two niggas that ain't win nothing. That's number one.
Yeah,
so let's get
that's the point. That's the point of the discussion. I don't know if you've been here.
Yeah,
we're talking about ringless people. Like that's the
yeah. Right. And so to go on with that point is like basically you just saying you like Chris Paul game more because they both didn't elevate to winning. But they both got to the finals.
I mean, I think you can elevate to winning without winning a championship. I think there's more than
I think that's a fact.
Yeah, elevating a team to win regular season games.
But they both did that though.
I don't like Chris Paul.
No, they both did that. And for somebody to say Chris Paul better than Allen Iverson, I think that's crazy. I think Allen Iverson is a way better scorer than Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul is a better. I think Chris Paul is a better playmaker. But Allen Iverson is a damn good playmaker too, though. Like
I agree, facts.
Damn good playmaker. Like I think people just get caught up on he shot a lot of shots because he had to shoot a lot of shots for his team to stay afloat. He wasn't afforded the teams like Chris Paul was afforded the teams to have weapons that that fit his game, i.e. a lob threat or shooters around him and stuff like that. They didn't put that around Allen Iverson, and part of it is they didn't play the game like that too back then when he was playing, but.
Yeah.
As far as what what Allen Iverson brought to the table, I think he did the same thing as Chris Paul, to be honest with you, as far as uplifting the team and and taking them to the finals and his impact being felt. I think it's the same. It's the same impact. It's really one and the same, if you ask me. But I just think Allen Iverson is better.
I don't know if you missed it earlier, Jordan. So like I was making an argument that if you're giving one of them a ring, Allen Iverson's ring over the Lakers would carry him to a higher, like overall level in terms of the public opinion than Chris Paul. However, in terms of like who's more valuable in terms of like playmaker versus scoring, Chris Paul as a playmaker is higher up there than AI as a scorer. That's what I'm saying.
I disagree.
Okay, so where would you put AI all the time then? As that
a scorer?
Yeah.
As a scorer, I mean, I don't want to go to all time as a scorer because people all time. Yeah, but the way people talk about scoring is a little different though. Like for me, I just care about buckets, and when it comes to getting buckets, AI was one of the best of them to ever do it. When it just
right, but I'm saying where though? Is he 2? Is he 3? Is he 4? Like what?
I don't know about 2, 3, or 4. I think it's a little bit different on the scale, but I would say he probably a top 10, top 12 to me. Top 10.
All right, so 12. Like if you're saying he's a top 10 or top 12, Chris Paul is no worse than what 9 or 10 as a playmaker.
Oh yeah, but where's Chris Paul as a scorer?
No, but that's not the no. See, listen, we're doing Chris Paul as a playmaker as compared to AI. Yeah. Right. So if you're saying AI,
those aren't equal though.
Gifted in your estimation, and I do have a legit question.
Michael Jordan is the best scorer ever. Magic Johnson is the best playmaker ever. But MJ's a better scorer than Magic Johnson is a playmaker. But they both rank number 1.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know,
but Jordan's scoring is more impactful.
My question to Gifted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Gifted,
and that's what I'm saying about this with Allen Iverson, though.
No,
Chris Paul, which
I think is fine, but I'm also, I guess, slightly higher on.
I guess my question
you can't say that Allen Iverson's teams were so defensively slanted because he didn't have help or whatever, because his teams were defensively slanted because he didn't use the help, and that's the truth. He had Derek Coleman, he had Jerry Stackhouse. Those players were shipped out for defensively slanted players 2 years, but they shipped them out for a reason, man. Like, this is on record. This is not me speculating. This is not me guesstimating. This is the truth. They noticed that he didn't play well with other scorers, so they legitimately just put defenders around him, and they said, okay, go get offensive rebounds. If he's not going to pass to you anyway, go get
There
an
you go.
offensive rebound.
There
Okay,
you go.
and that's
That's
not
cap.
disrespecting
That's
him.
cap.
No. That's
Cap.
not.
Allen Iverson.
Okay,
passed
first of
the
all,
ball
Jordan,
a
that's
lot.
not cap.
He probably
because
passed the ball
the
too
general
much.
he passed the
man.
ball a lot.
I didn't say he didn't pass the ball. I didn't say he didn't
Basically,
pass
that's
the
what
ball.
you just said.
You did. You just said, "Oh, well, he's not going to pass you anyway."
He's not
What
going
you
to
said.
play well with another dominant.
You forget
star.
the words you say after you say it.
No. I said
Yeah,
he's
but
not
yeah,
going to.
I heard what he
Two-
said. I think he's valid though.
I'm not saying he's
put
not,
the-
but 20 seconds ago you said,
Larry
"Oh, they got them
Brown-
out there because
Larry
he's not going to
Brown's-
pass to them anyway." That's what he said.
Well, he's not.
That's what I said.
Okay, there's a difference between he can't pass, he won't pass, and he doesn't pass sufficiently enough to make use of another star. So Jerry Stackhouse went on to average like 30 somewhat inefficient points with the
Some of the
Detroit
worst
Pistons.
empty stats we've ever seen. Yeah.
Absolutely, but he was a scorer. Let's not pretend like he wasn't on the level of a Richard Jefferson. Okay, like let's just not pretend like he couldn't do that role. Like he was still a high flyer. And when you say like we weren't playing, but hang on. But when you said, but when you were comparing his playmaking versus Chris Paul's playmaking, you said, well, they weren't playing like that. I caught that like 2 minutes ago. You said that they weren't really playing like that. I disagree. Jason Kidd was playing like that. There were plenty of point guards who were fighting. Okay, so my point, Stephon Marbury wasn't playing like that. Baron Davis wasn't playing like that. They all played in that era.
Wait, playing like what? Because
Finding lob threats,
like
maximizing your players around you. Steve Nash existed in the same era, bro.
Baron Davis was playing.
Baron Davis was hooping, bro.
Lillard, goddamn, like,
Come on now, talk to him.
that man out there launching.
Baron Davis was going crazy.
That's what Baron Davis out there.
So
doing.
chill. I got a question for you before I get off.
Yes, sir.
So you were talking about Jason Kidd, and this point was so valid to me, and it resonated with me. Jason Kidd, I want to know what you think about Jason Kidd playmaking versus Chris Paul's playmaking on the point that you made about Jason Kidd's defense versus Chris Paul's defense. Like, who do you think is a better playmaker, Jason Kidd or Chris Paul?
I think it's Chris Paul off the strength that his ability to knock down open shots and his ability to get his own shot and score more consistently and efficiently than what Jason Kidd was able to do. I think that makes him. I think that ties into him being a better playmaker because I think that the gravity. I hate to use that word gravity because it sounds so cliche, but I think that the fact that he brings other people to him, and I think that opens up his ability to pass and get other guys involved as opposed to Jason Kidd, who I do think could score the basketball. He was great at getting downhill. He was great at getting to the rim, but I don't think that his jump shot, in terms of an open jump shot, was as consistent as Chris Paul's, and I think that elevates Chris Paul as as a better offensive player, which enhanced his playmaking.
For sure.
I'm gonna disagree with Chill on that just a little bit because I like Chris
But
Paul
yeah,
as
Chris
a
Paul
playmaker.
definitely a better playmaker than Allen
Like
Iverson.
I like Chris Paul as a playmaker, but
I mean,
as
that's
far as
the.
Jason Kidd,
That's
Hey,
as far as the
come
Jason-
on,
as
bro.
far as the
Come on,
Jason
man. The
Kidd thing,
family
though,
would have got injured.
Chill, I
Okay, so this is another question. If AI
fuck you
wins
doing?
if AI wins
That's
against
crazy.
LA versus if Chris Paul wins against the Clippers, which one is a
AI
more
easily.
substantial? Which one is a more substantial win?
I think it's AI easily for me.
Or which changes their legacy?
But it's just because of who they beat.
But yeah,
To be honest, you got a 2-time MVP in Steve Nash who ain't on this list for whatever reason, which is
Well, Ron made the list.
hey, Rob made the list, so that's why he's not.
Steve Nash
he's
also
not on
would have
there.
got cut. I would have been the only one defending him for it as well. Like he would have got cut. So it is what it is. But I also think Chris Paul's a better playmaker than Jason Kidd. But I think Jason Kidd's a better passer than Chris Paul. Personally.
Yeah,
I do too.
I
do
mean,
agree.
when you
And a
dial it
better
in like
defensive
that.
player too as well.
But my whole thing is this with Chris
Yeah.
Paul.
Okay, guys,
Chris Paul
I'm
only
out
gonna
of here,
pass
man.
the ball.
That was very awesome. Hope to get on here again, guys, man. Much love to y'all. And Kobe's the best player ever.
Jesus
Pau Gasol
Christ.
would have been
You said MJ
nothing
was the
without
GOAT.
Kobe.
Yeah, but he's the GOAT.
I know, but
Kobe's
he's the
best.
GOAT, but Kobe's the best. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Yeah.
In my heart. I love you guys, bro. Keep doing this, man. I love it. I hope to get on the show.
I mean,
soon.
W payday, man.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Good to talk to you,
Yeah.
my man.
I'll see you at another
Merry
Storm
Christmas.
game. I'll see you at another Storm game, man.
All right.
Peace.
And we winning the
All right,
championship in 2 years too.
Ah,
There you go.
Not with Olivia on the court, man. But love to y'all, man.
Shit, we're gonna have
Peace.
Olivia's
I ain't
worst
gonna lie.
nightmare.
I don't think he hear my. I don't think he hear my mic in his headphones, boy.
Yeah, he
Nah, I don't know. I don't think he heard you.
Man,
Nah.
Boy, I mean, God damn. He said he couldn't hear me when I wasn't saying nothing. At first, I didn't even say nothing. Yeah, when I start talking, he don't give a damn. But anyway,
Yeah.
what I was about to say about Chris Paul was like, he only really passes the ball when he got like an assist, like when he has like a like
It's not much risk. It's not much risk to his game like that.
he don't get off the ball. He don't get off the ball like Jason Kidd get off the ball. He don't get off the ball. Like Steve Nash was kind of like that too, but Steve Nash actually got off the ball a lot earlier than Chris Paul. Chris Paul rarely get off the ball early. If it's not his assist, he's
I
not
definitely
getting
agree.
off the ball. So like that's why I kind of push back on Chill with the playmaking point a little bit. Like Jason Kidd don't need to do all of the stuff Chris Paul does. Chris Paul just does that because that's just how he played. But J Kidd will get off the ball a lot earlier, get it back, and make the same play Chris Paul would make.
Chris Paul felt like a control freak, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Which is why he had the problems that he had with
yeah,
teammates.
That's why I don't like Chris Paul.
He felt, I'm not. The more I watch Chris Paul, because all of you guys are involved in my Peak series. The more I'm watching Chris Paul, the lower I'm starting to get on him, just in general, just in terms of like the stats.
Yeah.
But like, that doesn't mean he's gonna be like out my top 10. I'm just saying the lower I'm getting.
Yeah. You know what that sound like? It sound like it sound like your girl that you hang out with. The more you hang around her, the more you're starting to see the wax.
I mean, yeah, I think you just thought
she was dope when she lived across town, but now that she moved in with you,
I'm crying, Chill. I'm crying, Chill. Yeah.
The way I view the game,
the more times we go to dinner
like,
together, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You see,
I mean,
you
I didn't even realize
see
that.
that. You see how she treats the staff. You know what I'm saying?
You
How
eat
she
with your
always sending
hands.
her
Like, wait a
food
minute, I didn't
back.
notice that.
How she always smacking, chewing with her mouth open.
I didn't even notice that.
Got on top of
Chris
that.
Paul
fellas.
basically do the same shit Luka
I'm
do.
also getting higher on his defense the more I watch. So there's that. Like
That's fair.
Fellas,
yeah, I'm getting a little higher on his defense.
in light of that, in light of what Mars just said, let's get back to this table because now we have some voting to do, and we got to get through this, fellas. So we are at the no rings table, Drench. There's 6 people here. We have Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Tracy McGrady, Russell Westbrook, Allen Iverson, Chris Paul. We're going to go through it one more time. I need everybody to tell me who are the 2 people that have to leave the restaurant and can't sit at the table. Big Ox, I'm going to start with you, and I'm going to ask everybody again. Big Ox, who's leaving the table?
Okay, and do you want me to tell you who's standing to, or
Nah, just tell me who's leaving the table.
Okay. So over this past, I think we've been talking about this for over 20 minutes, and I've had a lot of time to just sit back and think about it, right? And, And I know, Ron, what you said earlier, but that just changes so much that I just got to go based on the hoop, like who's the hoopers, right? And if you don't win a ring, I don't really care if you make it out the first or second round anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that logic, Alex.
We're in the
I do like that logic.
We're in the playoffs. If you ain't first, you're last. So I don't care if you make out the first round.
Ricky Bobby logic.
T-Mac, have a seat, brother. You good, right?
Shit.
Unfortunately, Russ.
I'm gonna get T-Mac up out of here.
Chris,
That's you getting Russ out. You getting Russ. Oh,
Russ
and Chris Paul.
and I
People you
can't go.
really hate too.
I can't go.
I can't get rid of Russ, man. I can't get rid
Russ
of
is confirmed at my table.
Got to.
All right.
Yes, ring culture, absolutely.
The higher
I
I'm
grew
getting
up
than him.
in the
Russ was nice, bro. I'm trying to.
spring
Hey,
culture.
All right,
I'm
Pin.
rolling.
Who is leaving the restaurant for you?
Russell Westbrook, take a hike.
That's crazy.
Of course.
Karl
I
Malone,
mean, yeah.
go to hell. There you go. Send him to hell, Ron.
This isn't even based on basketball. This
It's
is
not.
Bro, you
absolutely
should've- bro,
based
you
on
should've known
basketball.
I mean, but that's your fault, though, Ron. That's your fault,
It's
though.
based
So, I
on-
mean,
it's
I
I
absolutely
didn't make this list based on who I
Hold
think
up,
Pin likes
hold
and
up.
dislikes. Like
No, no,
that
no.
wasn't the
Nah.
premise of my
But
list.
you knew bringing Karl Malone.
You
to
knew
this
what was
gonna
coming.
make
You
it
knew
not
what
be
was coming.
basketball.
You knew what was
First of all,
I thought maybe you guys could
this
get,
is based on
turn the cheek.
basketball. My GOAT's
Turn a
GOAT
blind
case
eye.
becomes weaker if Karl Malone wins a championship on his watch. So, you can take a hike.
All right. Gifted.
Nice.
Who's taking a hike for you?
I'm cutting T-Back. I'm cutting Malone. It's up.
Oh, y'all like cutting Karl Malone, huh?
Sure do. He shouldn't be 10 feet of the building if it was up to me, but hey.
Oh man, I know Mars better stay
Yeah,
out.
he
This
can't set foot on the property.
Nah, I can't.
I'm just gonna refrain from talking about him, but he was too good at basketball for me tonight. Actually,
for sure.
For
sure.
That's valid.
If I did it Ox's way and just be like, who do I think are the best players? T-Mac would be safe, but the longevity does hold him back for me. So I'm gonna cut T-Mac, and then I'm gonna cut Allen Iverson. Those are my two.
Oh my god. Oh,
I apologize. Sorry
Ron.
to disappoint you, Jordan. Sorry to disappoint you.
My gosh.
Ron, so I'm sorry. Just to clarify, you also did say also how much a ring would benefit them also matters in this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's what made it harder for me.
All right, Drench. Who you rocking with? Who you cutting?
I just want y'all to know if Allen Iverson won the ring.
That's what I'm telling you, Jordan.
He'd be above D Wade.
Iverson.
Yes, he would.
D-Wade wasn't.
Wade?
There were.
I don't think you understand. Allen Iverson beating that Lakers team. Bro, it would be so up, bro.
Yeah, D-Wade beating that Pistons team.
Not get out my face.
I mean, Dwayne Wade is just too good at basketball for me to be saying Iverson better.
No. I feel really you on that. I'm just telling you.
I mean,
yeah.
It would still be 3 rings to 1.
But I would say this.
That's cool. The public sentiment of AI winning and beating, bro, they give him gas off of 1 win. If he won the series,
all I'm gonna say is this: I am cutting my all-time favorite basketball player, Tracy McGrady. And I'm sorry about it, but I'm not biased when it comes to basketball. So Tracy McGrady got to go. When it comes to impact, I watched Tracy McGrady let us down for too long. I'm just sorry to tell y'all that.
Sounds pretty biased.
I'm not biased. I watched him let us down a lot of times. I watched him.
Right.
I said LeBron James quit.
I mean, the injuries weren't great, but I mean, what series was they meant to, when he played? What year was he meant to win the series? You guys,
I don't think
07 maybe when they lost to the Jazz.
I thought we should have beat the Jazz, but I know when we were playing the Mavericks one year, that was a tough hill to climb. But T-Mac in a lot of them 4 quarters, if you watch him play, a lot of times he'd just be like, here, y'all do it. It almost kind of looked like he was fed up a little bit.
You guys also had him guarding Dirk Nowitzki. So
yeah.
Hey, that's
and he was doing a good job guarding Dirk Nowitzki.
He was doing all right. He was doing all right job. I'm just saying that's what come to mind you. T-Mac team sucked ass, by the way. So the Allen Iverson team to me though. I thought Allen Iverson team sucked too though. But that's why it comes from impact. It is what it is. It's impact. My favorite basketball player of all time, but I got to cut him. The impact just wasn't as good as the rest of those guys, to uplift their team. So I got to cut him. The second person I would have to cut is, it's out of Chris Paul and the mailman.
I had me a cop out for that one. So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm cutting Chris Paul. I saw Chris Paul in the finals throwing up and shit. Turn the ball over, let Drew Holiday.
He was old as hell.
Get the best of him.
I thought Chris Paul was okay in that series.
I did not think he was okay. I thought, okay. But I judged the game a little bit different, Marska, because I saw the story for Chris Paul. And he did that a lot in his career. He would be perfectly fine until the game is on the line. He always turned the ball over when the game on the line. That's all I'm saying. He would be perfectly fine.
That did commonly happen. Yeah.
Then when that game on the line, he get the fumbling with the ball.
You calling him choke Paul?
Yeah, Chris Paul. No, everybody talking about James Harden be choking and shit like that. Chris Paul be choking like that too, though.
Would you believe me if I told you that he was 2% more efficient in the playoffs than he was in the regular season, and that's very, very rare?
I mean,
that's gonna do him choking.
They don't have nothing to do. Yeah, they don't have nothing to do with what I just said.
I mean, I think
you said he didn't show up in the biggest moments.
He don't.
You talk about turning the ball over and everything, but I think the Chris Paul playoff choker stuff is overstated, personally.
Very.
I don't think so.
Which is fine. That series, personally, I haven't watched that series in a while. But from my recollection, I'm pretty sure I think Chris Paul was the Suns' best player in that series.
Possibly, but I'm just talking about at the end of the game. Drew Holiday had his way with him in the last minute and 30 seconds of that game. I think it was a close game, whichever one was down to the wire. Yeah, Chris Paul turned the ball over twice. I think he turned the ball over twice in 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row, just coughing it up. And I'm like, that's the story of Chris Paul. Ain't either gonna get hurt, his hand gonna be broke or something like that, or he just gonna cough the ball up uncharacteristically.
I don't fully disagree with that.
We gotta move through this though, fellas. So chill. I need you to give me your 2 people that you cutting.
I think I already told you, Ron. I'm cutting Tracy McGrady and I'm cutting Chris Paul.
Oh, see, we on the same page.
All right.
Chill.
So as of right now, Tracy McGrady and Chris Paul are leaving the restaurant. Now that leaves us with Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Russell Westbrook, and Allen Iverson. Remember, we have 3 seats, which means one of these guys has to stand and eat. Who is standing for you guys? Gifted.
I mean, he's in the establishment. He's in the building. He's at the table. So it is what it is at this point. I got to think about who has to stand up then.
So since he already made it, now you go.
Yeah, now like, okay, I got to deal with it now. Oh, that's a tough one, man, because I'm thinking, so, okay, if Barkley wins a championship versus Michael Jordan on the Suns, like that really elevates his case crazy, right? Like that,
and it lowers Michael Jordan's myth, but
it does, which is a big thing for basketball.
So, you know, Gifted, if you're using that logic, wouldn't the same apply if we're doing the opposite? If he beats Jordan, that elevates his case. But then he's up 3-1 against Lajuan, not once, twice, and spits it out.
That's a great point.
Wouldn't that lower his? Wouldn't that lower him in terms of who he?
It depends on what he spit out.
No one cares that Charles Barkley blew a 3-1 lead.
Which is nuts to me, Mars. Which is blowing my mind.
There's only 2 people in history, maybe 3 if you count Chris Paul, who people care about that they blew a 3-1 lead. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and maybe Chris Paul.
I care about
Barkley didn't do it once. He did it twice. And by the way,
I guess if you count coaches,
and by the way,
Gifted, I don't even blame him.
Not only did he do it twice, Gifted, he did it in back-to-back years, like in 94 and 95.
But like, I gotta ask you this though, right? So if you win a championship in Jordan's era and you redefine the era, does that not overcome that for you or no? Because that's a wild, like.
Considering what the goals were, yes, I think we can have a conversation about what exactly.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it does. But the fact that you lost to them, and then on top of that, now I'm thinking about it. You know what? Chris Paul might have to stay in there, and Barkley might have to come out. But the reason why I'm keeping Barkley in there, the reason why I'm keeping Barkley in there is because Philly did such a terrible job with him in those years, man.
You remember how I told you that Chris Paul rose up 2% in the playoffs, and that was very rare?
Yep.
It's also worth noting that he shot like 56% from 2 in the finals and 52% from 3. But there is a player who's at this table who apparently has made the cut who dipped 5% in the playoffs.
Is that number 32?
It is 5% regular season dip.
Boy, we have basketball right now.
Gifted.
Who do you have? 5% dip. You realize how certain that is?
Gifted.
5%.
I guess.
All right, man.
Gifted. Who do you have standing?
All right, man. I'm gonna just be logically consistent, man. I ain't gonna let Malone gotta stand up. I'm gonna be logically consistent.
Malone is standing and eating for Gifted.
Yes, he is.
Who's standing?
So Chris Paul and Max also out of there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gone.
Unfortunately, Chris Paul standing up.
No, Chris Paul's gone.
Oh, my bad, Russ. My bad, Russ. I'm sorry.
I feel like everyone forgot Russ is still around.
Yes, he is.
So it's Charles Barkley, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Russell Westbrook, Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Russ, you gotta stand up. But once again, I want to point out this isn't a bad thing because once again, it's better for your digestive system to eat standing up.
That's actually not true.
Pin.
It is true. How you gonna tell me something I know?
Chad Oxley is lying to you, but Pin. Pin. Who is standing?
It is better.
I've always learned it's better to eat upside down. But
it's better for your digestive system to sit down. Now you know, Ron, I never pass up a chance.
Upside down is
for
crazy,
Russell
bro.
Westbrook slander.
Upside down, nuts.
So in a normal circumstance, Russell Westbrook be standing right now. But we got bigger fish to fry. Karl Malone, stand your ass up.
He's really gonna get subjugated to standing up. What's that?
Hey, how the hell you eat upside down, though, Mars? I just want to know.
You don't.
As you were saying, Ron, you was about to say something, Ron.
I mean, I'm not gonna do a demonstration.
You die.
You definitely
Dre,
about to
Ron,
say
say
something.
something.
Dre,
You was about to say something.
it's on you now. Who is standing?
It's hard for me to make Charles Barkley stand his ass up.
You got a hip replacement. He'll be all right.
I think the chip thing changes a lot of these combos for me.
So it's Russ, Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, and Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah.
Based on your last point, it should be Karl Malone, shouldn't it? Because that was the last guy.
Because you was
didn't cut.
considering cutting him, so he should be the last one.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking about Russell Westbrook sometime in the playoffs. I like Russ. I'm a huge Russ fan. Sometimes he lets you down.
Yeah,
I mean,
Karl Malone let you
he's
down, though.
doing the same shit.
Yeah.
he do be doing the same shit.
Charles Barkley, stand your ass up because losing 2-3-1 leads is crazy. Get your ass up.
All
I
right.
don't think he did that. I think he lost one, but it is what it is.
Who,
All right,
Charles
chill.
According to the oldest guy on the
I'm
panel,
pretty
he
sure it
said
was 95. They
94,
blew a
95.
3-1 lead. 94, they just lost.
they-
I might be wrong, but
I'm
I'm
sorry.
pretty sure.
You are wrong, Miles, because there was a big headline after they went down 3-1 and said choke city. Yes, sir.
I'm not even about to.
1994.
I'm not even about to check it. If Chill says I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
Yes,
once
sir.
again, I'm still gonna say I don't think I'm wrong. But Chill told me I'm wrong, so that's fine.
So, Ron, to answer your question, I think Barkley has to stand up. Malone's getting a check.
Okay.
Iverson has to stand up for me.
All right. Mars got Iverson standing.
How dare
All
you.
right. That is funny
I
because now we have a tie that must be broken between Barkley
By the way, Mars was not wrong.
and Malone.
So the
So-
two best players left are the ones that got.
So we're gonna go back and revote between Charles Barkley and Malone. Who is standing up? Chill. You still have Charles Barkley standing up?
Barkley standing
Everyone
up.
who
and
had
the check-
Barkley still has
the check-
Barkley, and everyone who had
The
Malone
check
still
goes
has
to
Malone.
Malone.
So just
That's
go
the guy
to the
Malone.
two people.
So it's
All
just between me and Ox. We're the only ones you need to revote.
All right, who you guys got?
Mars, you break the top, Mars. I don't want to. I'm not voting for either one of them. So you take care of it, Mars.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these guys should be standing up, basketball reasons wise. But
Go ahead, come on.
Charles Barkley can stand up.
What?
All right. Charles Barkley is standing.
I mean, the guy
Crazy.
already going in the restaurant. Like, it's a bit too late for the morality. Like, the guy's already
You're
in
right
there.
about that.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's valid.
Social media is gonna love this one. All right, who is the best at this table? Which means who will be paying the tab at this table between Karl Malone, Russell Westbrook, and Allen Iverson?
You guys should want him to open his pockets for his worth. I'm just saying.
Oh, Karl Malone paying his tab.
There
He
you
is
go.
good.
There we go. Everyone's in
That
agreement. There we go.
motherfucker
Unanimous.
He gonna,
decision.
he
I'm gonna be honest. If Karl Malone has to sit down, he's 100% paying his bill.
Miles, I'm misremembering my facts. You are correct.
I agree with
They
Jordan
lost-
on that.
Houston lost the first two games. in their
Revote,
building. That's why they called them Joe City.
revote. Under new information, revote.
And then Houston proceeds to win.
Does
the
this
next
change
three
your?
games.
Does this change your vote, Mark?
No,
That
he's
was
still
my
coming.
fault.
He's still
My
making
fault.
Barkley stand up. It's fine. He's still making Barkley stand up.
Yeah.
No, Barkley got to stand up.
And we're all making Malone pay the bill, so it's fine. There we go.
They went into Houston and beat them. They went into Houston. This is the number 2 seed. They went in there and beat them First 2 games of the series. We shouldn't even have to come back to Houston. This series should have been over. Done.
I mean, that
We
usually
shouldn't
don't
even have to
happen
come
like
back
that,
here.
but
I mean, back then it was what, the 2-3-2 format. You got 3 games out.
No, that's in the finals. No, that's in the NBA championship.
It wasn't
This is
2-3-2 in every round.
No, that was just in the NBA championship.
Oh, okay.
That I do know for a fact.
Did we address the $100?
That I do know for a fact.
That's what I'm trying to get to, Pin. All right,
As you were saying,
y'all.
Mark, I'm
If
sorry.
you are watching this episode, please like the video. Please subscribe. Please become a member. And please just keep doing what you're doing in the chat. Follow us across all platforms and make sure to tap in. You can see on the bottom banner. We are live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We give you guys 3 hours of stone cold basketball content Monday through Friday, every weekday. Make sure to tap in. And on the weekends, we have this show called Chill with Chill on Saturdays. And on the weekends, we have this show called The Press Box on Sundays. Make sure to tap into those. All right, I got $100 super chat from the Godfather 651. The Godfather sent through $100. Sorry, Godfather, I wanted to get to this quicker, but you sent it in the middle of a segment, and we had to get through that. But the Godfather said, I'm a little behind, but Ron, send this nigga to hell. Disrespecting my favorite player like that. Kobe needed that killer from Spain. Yes, I'm yelling. Dub Pow.
Dub Pau Gasol, indeed. I think Pau Gasol was really good.
who was disrespecting Paul Gasol?
Payback.
I don't think there was a
Payback.
whole lot of Pau
Payback.
disrespect. I mean, I think Payday was understating
Payday.
like
My bad.
his value to those teams. But for the most
Yeah.
part, I don't think this platform disrespects Pau Gasol.
This is a Pau Gasol hate platform, Drench. This all the time.
Hate platform.
I don't know how
it's
you
not.
come to that conclusion.
No, it is not.
I don't think it's crazy hate.
It's
I don't think it's
not.
crazy hate.
I don't think this platform
It's
hates
not.
him at all.
In fact,
I do think Payday was like he made him and everything. I'm like, I'm not really.
The
falling
only
for all
person I
that.
remember who used to hate Pau Gasol on this platform was Ticket.
Paul Gasol was pretty good once he left the Lakers too.
In Chicago, hell yeah.
Yep.
That was another
What about
team I've been
Spurs?
watching recently.
What about
he
the
was
Spurs?
FIBA player. He was FIBA Player of the Year both those years that he played in Los Angeles. They won the championship. He was FIBA Player of the Year.
Pau Gasol was a viable player until about like 2018.
Yeah, then he was just
He,
bullshit.
he fell off a cliff,
think he-
Mars.
I ain't
Oh,
fall
yeah,
off
it
a
go
cliff.
back.
He just
I
ain't
mean,
feel like playing.
He ended up in
And it got
Milwaukee.
bad fast.
I don't know how he ended up in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
they were the
I'm
only
saying.
team that
He
gave him a
won't play
chance.
no
And
more.
everybody else was done with him. That's why.
It was.
I don't think
was
he
over
wanted
game
to
at that
play.
point.
No, he still
I don't
did.
think
It's
he
a
wanted to
documentary. He still wanted to play. Yes.
All
he
right,
did.
y'all. We have reached our quota on talking about Pau Gasol. Remember,
Yes,
this is a
sir.
GOAT tables episode. So, Pal, maybe tomorrow or maybe next year we'll talk
Well,
about
why
you.
you ain't do an international table?
It's a good question, Alex. Maybe,
I mean,
maybe
if
we'll
it was
get
just the
around to
5 best internationals, I still don't think Pau would be at the table. But you know, it is what it is.
Right, for sure.
Would
Is
Ginobili-
Ginobili
But you know,
at the
but you
table?
know who paying the bill though, Morris?
Would Ginobili be there?
Yeah, he paying the bill.
No, he ain't paying the bill. Because you do know that Lajuan ain't from America, right? You know
I
that,
know.
right?
I know.
He
I
played
know
for Team
Ginobili's not
USA.
paying that
He
bill,
played
bro.
for Team USA.
As you were saying, Ron. I just want to make sure that
Well,
Yeah,
look,
Hakeem-
chill.
Hakeem played for
Hakeem-
Team USA. He American.
Hakeem gonna pay the bill, and Manu leaving the tip.
you do know that Dirk Nowitzki ain't from America neither, right?
Yeah, shout out to Dirk.
I just want to make
love
sure that
Dirk.
we're clear on that. Okay.
Shit. Really,
As
Wimby
you say,
paying the
Ron.
bill. All right,
When
Teddy
he can't-
Hart.
His young ass can't even get in the restaurant.
Teddy Hart 2913 sent through $56.78. 5678. I'm locked in, Teddy. I'm locked in. Teddy said, pretend Bron and MJ switch places in history. Don't think too deep. What do you think their career accolades are? Bron gets Krause, MJ gets Dan Gilbert and Danny Ferry. Let's pretend their game and skill sets remain the exact same. No time paradox. Deep dives, Pin.
I think I think Michael Jordan would have the most points all time. I think he'll probably have the most championships all time. Yeah, basically, I just think he's a better player than LeBron, but it is what it is.
I wonder if MJ still retires 2 times. And
No, he
That's my
doesn't.
question on that.
No,
I
he
wonder.
doesn't because he doesn't get us bored this time. with how badly he's dominating. The
I think
competition.
here.
Yeah, bored.
Boy.
But wait a
Probably
second
get
though.
bored
Wait a
too.
second though, Drench. Hold on, because y'all know, the only thing, the difference with MJ being in this era is y'all thought Terry Rozier and Malik was a problem.
Come on, Ox. Come on, Ox. Here y'all go with y'all conspiracy theory.
Hey, that investigation to go crazy.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I'm just telling y'all, I just think if MJ was in this league, I think we would see more repeat champions. Just saying.
I don't think he would still be playing at this point.
Oh, probably
No,
not. I
probably
think he'd
not.
be. I mean,
No.
I think MJ is get to the point to where unless you offer him stake in the team, he'd be playing. But like,
It's hard for me to imagine MJ going out there and playing in the bubble.
It's
Morris,
also
you know how
hard for me
fast
to
he came out of
imagine
retirement once they
MJ.
legalized all the gambling sites and stuff?
Oh, no, actually, wait a minute. That's a great point.
Sprinted out of retirement.
He would 100% keep playing.
Malik Beasley himself.
Oh, the Rico. MJ would definitely be in the Rico. I ain't gonna lie.
why would y'all put this on MJ name?
MJ be in the
real.
Rico.
This is bugged out to me,
He's
bro.
a bucket
This is
list
wild as hell.
Why?
Y'all are just putting accusations.
I don't think
on
it's
this
that
man's
wild.
name for no
It is
reason.
wild.
I think that's very normal.
I think that's a valid possibility.
I think that's I think that's a
way.
valid proclamation.
No, it's not.
Why would you all say that's
Bro,
valid at all?
Every
There's
night,
no
would I know?
documentation.
every night,
There's no
MJ's man is gonna take the over on what MJ does every night, and every night he gonna hit it.
That's all he was doing. He was tricking dough on. That's it.
There is no documentation of MJ doing such nonsense. None.
Yeah, because he was so good
the
at
man
it. Yeah.
shot dice. The man
Yeah.
shot dice and played
That's because
poker.
the mafia
and
don't write
boomerang.
receipts. What do you want me to do about that? That doesn't change shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
What's
I cannot
understood
let
don't
y'all
need
do
to be
this.
said.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Trick
There
and
is
Dough.
no
That's all it is,
accusation
Ron.
of MJ
Nothing else.
whatsoever.
That's it. That's
Chill.
all it is.
Chill, I
Chill.
can't believe. I can't
I
believe
can't
you're
believe
playing this
Ox is
role.
doing
I'm
this
not.
right now.
There is no role to
Chill.
play.
I can understand. I can understand Drench. Like I can understand Drench. Drench a young fella. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily around in those times. I wasn't even old enough in that time to know what was going on with that. But it's so obvious and chill for you to have been around in that
No, it's
time.
not.
It's
To
obvious.
go
It's
ahead
crazy.
and chill. You talk about right. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's correct because again, Ron.
There's
Ron, this
no
is all I'm going to say about
accusation
this. Jay was
Come on,
tricking
chill.
dough, and Jay was the guy who you would see him in spots that he shouldn't be in. Now, does that mean I'm doing shit I shouldn't be doing? Like you might see Jay.
Chill. Jay would have had a poly market
You might see Jay.
sponsorship
Like,
deal.
think about a spot.
Yes.
Now, think about
He would be a
spot
poly
in
market
Seattle,
partner,
Ron.
yes.
Like in
Yes,
the
he
city
would.
of Seattle, Ron. Think about a spot like a gutter spot. Like you're walking in and Jay might be in there. Like what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, my dad.
Not
my
that,
dad, man.
not that he in there doing wild stuff, but it's like what you doing in there? That's who Jay was. He was that
he was
dude.
in the streets.
He was in
he
the
was-
streets. Jay was
He was in the
outside.
hookah
Yeah.
spot in the South End.
Yes,
Chill.
that's
If
what Jay
I
was.
Shut
ever
up
see
every other
Michael
weekend.
He
Jordan
would be a draft
on a
ambassador,
Thursday,
bro. We got to be
look, the night. You know,
come on.
the best
Please.
nights. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the best nights is Wednesday and Thursday nights, right?
Yeah.
So if I ever see Jay outside on a Wednesday in the spot I'm at, yeah, bro, come on.
Why do we always assume that behavior?
What
doesn't
is he in there
change
for?
when
Chill, the
context
views?
changes?
I'm just hanging. I got a couple of my homeboys with me.
Oh,
I got
And I
a
didn't say he
couple of
don't.
my homeboys
No,
with me.
we didn't say he don't
We
gamble.
always
But I
assume
think
No,
that-
I said that he's not
gambling
tricking dough. He 100% tricking dough.
Sports gambling.
see, you don't
is
gotta worry about that
totally
with
different
Bron.
than
See, Bron is a stand-up fella. Bron
What?
play by the rules. Bron would never be in those. Bron would never be in those places. You would never catch
never
Bron in that
seen him,
establishment where you would catch Jay.
And
at.
no one cares about his PED use in the 90s. So he'll be out.
Oh, you talking about
He'd be
Jordan? That's crazy.
Everyone was on that
No,
shit
we
back then. So he'll be
Y'all,
out.
bro, y'all are putting accusations on this man for no reason. Did nobody say he didn't gamble? Sports gambling is totally different. Just
Man,
because
come
I
on
want
now.
to go shoot a couple dice, because I have access to anybody in the world who would give me $100 million.
Bro,
if I
if Michael
called the bag.
Jordan,
crazy.
Jordan,
And Dritz, don't
Jordan,
leave out that it's
Jordan.
my day off.
If
I ain't got
Michael
shit to do
Jordan
today. Like,
is
I ain't
in
working
a
today.
league
Like, I
with
can't go trick
DraftKings
y'all
and
on my day off.
Polymarket, he is running this shit up. Y'all got Michael Jordan fucked up. If
Why
Michael
would you
Jordan
say
is
that?
in
You
the
have no
NBA
proof
with
to say
DraftKings
that.
and Polymarket, he's getting to the bag very
No,
easily, bro.
yes,
His
you
man's
have-
taking the
you
over
have
every
Do you
single night.
realize how
Every single
far-
night.
You
Do
have
you realize how
promise you.
far
proof of
athletic
saying
Chill, you
that.
know what you
training has
just said,
gone
Chill?
over the last 20 years? Did you
Like-
realize the difference between LeBron's medical science has come so far from 1984 to 2003 that you really are talking about a guy being able to enjoy a completely different era of recovery. And so when you say this guy wouldn't do this, or Michael Jordan wouldn't shoot threes, Michael Jordan wouldn't do this, Michael Jordan would do whatever it took to win a basketball game.
100%.
Including putting bread on it. Including
Yeah,
putting bread on it.
included
Like,
taking
that's-
his
that's-
over.
that's the
Hang on.
thing.
Yeah.
Chill,
Including taking his over.
what you just
Facts,
said
Ox.
about
Taking
Jay
over,
is
yes.
basically, it's basically
Exactly.
like, oh, he was just there. He only
No,
shot a little bit of dice. That's like
situations-
them people that, oh, I only do coke on the weekends.
When
you
you
a
listen-
liar.
So why y'all
When
You're
you
a liar.
No,
When you
Okay,
listen-
so why y'all don't say
when
the
you
same
listen
thing
to
about
a
Charles
player
Barkley?
season.
No, hang on.
Charles
When you
Barkley
listen
was
to a
more
player,
degenerate
What did
gambler
Lamar
than
Odom
Michael
say?
Jordan.
Oh, I was only smoking crack on the off season. Yeah, all right.
when you listen to when you listen
Yeah,
Bro, they had MJ in the dock gambling off a fucking quarter on the wall
Yes,
with the
yes,
security
that's
guard.
not
I
sports
know.
gambling, though. That's not sports gambling. Charles
He was
Man,
Barkley
come
was
on.
more of a-
He would have been
Charles
dipping his
Barkley was
toe
more-
in that goddamn
Chill,
water, man. I'm
listen,
sorry.
Drip,
Gambling with the
He
one
would've
dude
been
that
on.
he in there doing this.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley was more of a degenerate gambler than Michael
He
Jordan.
would have been MJ shrugging in the
Y'all
couch
don't-
commercials. Yeah.
Y'all want to bring down the most. Yeah, it's just like Floyd Mayweather. Everybody want to talk about the top dog. Charles Barkley was more of a degenerate gambler than Michael Jordan.
Absolutely. That was two.
What about Charles
Him being a
Barkley?
degenerate
Say about Charles
don't make
Barkley.
him less of a degenerate.
So,
If the
okay,
question
so
was
hold
what
on.
was Charles
No.
Barkley do today, we'll say the same shit. What you
Same
want to
shit,
know about
Drench.
him?
No,
Same
but hold
shit.
on though. Hold on though. It ain't about throwing games and shit and betting on
No,
games.
I'm
we
okay
ain't
with
doing
Jordan
that.
gambling.
It's
I
about,
don't care.
it's about going to the casino. Everybody
Yeah,
goes
they
to
just
We
the
living
didn't
their
say
life.
throwing games.
Gifted. I
Ain't
think-
nobody
I think
say
that's
throwing
the-
games.
Ain't nothing
think that's
wrong with
the issue right
blackjack
there.
and craps.
I think
Yeah,
that's the issue
yeah.
right there.
100% just said that.
I don't-
What's wrong with a little 3-card
I don't know.
car?
Wait. I don't know why y'all are up here taking this so seriously. It's
For
not
me,
negative.
Gifted- Yeah,
It's
for
not
me,
negative.
I think the issue is that y'all think we're saying this like, oh, get him out of here.
No.
I don't got a problem with little degeneracy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
I'm
rock
like,
with it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I
Go
fully
ahead, be
endorse
degenerate.
that. Yeah.
Get your degenerate
Yes.
on.
No,
Listen,
no,
listen,
y'all
no.
are nasty 'cause you
I
trying to
am
put
the
him in
best
same
player in
category
this
as Malik
league.
Beasley.
If I know I'm gonna
That's
drop
not
30, I'm gonna make
happening.
money off it. Facts.
Like for instance,
Facts.
Dritz, what you
You
don't
tried
know
to put
is
him in the
I'ma
same
do that.
category as Malik Beasley.
Gifted think he
Yeah.
good at dominoes. I sit up with Gifted
I know I'm
all
good at
night
dominoes. I
and
don't-
take
I don't
his
think-
bread all night because I know Gifted got a little
This is a
degenerate
lie.
in him. And he gonna try
I
to win
was
his money back.
spanking you.
But he can't. He
Ox,
can't get
wait,
with me.
wait. Ron. Did Ox not go to sleep first? Ox left the table first. Facts.
Yeah, I went to sleep with show money in my
Facts.
pocket.
Ox left the table first.
Just a quick question. Gifted.
That's a fact,
Because-
too.
Because again, you brought up the sponsorship with Poly Market and all of that stuff. So
Yes.
Jay is in the league today. Jay's
yes.
man is Wimby, like his man was Ewing back in the day. His man
Uh-huh.
is Wimby. Is Jay taking 10 stacks and putting it on and taking the over on Wimby, getting 4 blocks tonight? Is he doing
No. On himself. He not been on
that? So
nobody else but
he's throwing
himself.
games.
I'm the GOAT. No.
So he's throwing
But the thing-
games.
Listen. Everyone who's smart,
This is
which
disgusting.
Michael
This is
Jordan
disgusting,
throwing
Joe.
games?
This is nasty
he's
as
not.
hell.
Okay, no, chill.
Gifted did not say
He-
that.
Taking
chill.
the over doesn't mean you're throwing games.
I never said throwing game. I know I'm like that. So whatever line you got me at, it's over that because I'm better than you.
Wait.
That's what it is.
How
Hold on,
is
chill.
taking over not throwing games?
No. Hang on. I'll explain
That's
it very
the
quickly.
opposite of throwing
If-
games, Chill.
Chill. If the betting line
I'm
says
scoring
Michael
50 tonight, and that's
Chill.
gonna screw us up. By the way, like we ain't gonna beat these dudes with me scoring fucking 40 because they got
Yeah,
a
but you
ball.
must
Yeah,
not know who Michael Jordan is.
because Michael Jordan.
You must
never
not know
won
who
games
MJ
when he
is,
scored
then.
50. What are
Yeah,
you
I mean,
doing?
I get yeah. Michael Jordan scoring just throws the team off, I guess.
Oh, give me a break.
All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
give me a break
I got
too. Give me a
I
break
got a
too,
two-part
Chief.
super chat
This is
from
nasty.
Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart sent through $20 on the first super chat and said CP3 is number 2 in steals and assists, 9-time all defense, 11-time all NBA, only one in the 20K points and 11K assist club and 2.5K steals club. 6-time steals champ, 5-time assist champ, #1 in win shares all time amongst guards. Only trails Bron and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Moses Malone? That's Moses Malone. That's Moses.
It's
That's
Malone.
Moses.
It's Karl Malone.
All right. Karl
Let's
Malone,
pretend.
Wilt Chamberlain, and I love Chill and Drench, but when it comes to Chris Paul, I gotta close my ears. When Mars took the PG vote, Chill didn't even have him top 10.
Wait till you find out on Mars' show where I had Chris Paul.
Me too.
So
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
what? I got to do with anything.
I'm crying. So
Oh, nice man.
I just can't believe y'all.
Yeah.
I can't believe
It's
that
gonna
the
be
conversation I
Chris
heard
Paul
about
is a
the GOAT.
divisive figure. That's it. He's a divisive figure.
it's crazy because I don't
got
even.
Chris Paul on my list, to be honest.
I don't
Shout out
even like Chris
CP0.
Paul
I mean,
like that,
I'm not gonna spoil
was great.
anything, but appreciate your list.
Shout out CP0.
Wait, let me see. I think I did. I didn't put Rondo on my list.
Jordan's list was the most interesting to me. I'll say that.
Yeah, because y'all, you messed up my list when you took James Harden off that motherfucker.
My aim
what
up
it
for
is.
you 2 guards. What do you want me to do about it?
And
I mean, Harden's peak is at point
gave
guard,
me
though.
the rules. Yes, Mars gave me the rules and said it has to be at the position he's listed at. I
told Mars the same thing.
And James Harden's career position is what? 2 guards.
James Harden is a
not for
shooting
those
guard,
years.
though.
Point guard though.
Not for
That's the
those
problem.
years.
Career position is 2 guards.
I hear you, but his peak is at point guard. You see what I'm saying?
Look, he had his peak is like 1 year at point guard, another year it fluctuates. He goes point guard, 2 guard, point guard, 2 guard.
I'm just saying his best
No,
overall
He
season
went on the
is
peak
at
and then
point
1
guard,
year he was
even though, even though he's there too. Yeah.
2 guard in 18, a point guard in 19, and a 2 guard in 20. That's how his career went.
All right, man.
Not for the
All right.
peak, not for the peak years. Not for the peak years. I did.
Masenko sent through $19.99.
I can't remember the year.
Said, why does
16
AI
to 20.
in Denver completely get forgotten about when people say, quote unquote, he played with nobody? They swapped AI for Chauncey and improved significantly.
Because
Right, we
Allen
gonna speak
Iverson
on that.
wasn't
We
a
gonna
point
speak on that.
guard. Because Allen Iverson wasn't a point guard, and that team needed a point guard. They tried to play him at point guard, and they shouldn't have never done that. They needed actual point guard. Carmelo Anthony just talked about that on his podcast too, about how if they would have just kept Andre Miller, they would have been way better. And by the way, that's the same time J.R. Smith and them got suspended as well too. They just kind of threw him into that thing, into that. Yeah, and they didn't have a point guard, and when they got one, it was too late. They got Anthony Carter, and it was just too late.
For as well,
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Potential hot take. Iverson may have been their best player in those years with Melo.
With Denver, I think Carmelo Anthony would say the same thing. Like he said, they just needed a point guard. It's because Allen Iverson had the ball the whole time. Like, and you trying to get Allen Iverson to make plays that Andre Miller was making the year before. Like, that's not gonna happen when you got Kevin Martin on the team, and you got J.R. Smith, who's supposed to be a starter. Then you got Carmelo Anthony, who's supposed to be doing his own thing, and then you got a complete lunatic for a coach. This shit is a little difficult.
Shout out to George Karl.
George Karl never
George
evolved,
Karl.
by the way. He was still coaching in the mid to late 2000s like he was in the 90s. Like he never evolved as a coach.
I'm telling you, I used to watch that Denver team a lot because I was a big AI fan, and it was quite obvious that Allen Iverson was trying to score the basketball. I mean, he would pass the ball as like he tried to pretend to play point guard, but it was quite obvious that he wanted to shoot that motherfucker, and it was quite obvious they had a lot of egos on that team, like a lot of big-headed egos. J.R. Smith was one of them, and he was young at the time, but I wouldn't say
J.R. Smith was
blame
good
that.
for them.
No, he was. He was
Hoping at
starting
that
until they got in
time,
that
boy.
fight. He was starting until they got in that fight.
Sure, run that shit up.
Then they
All
traded
right.
for whatchamacallit, Allen Iverson.
Teddy Hart sent through another $10 and said, at his peak, CP3 could be any combination of the best playmaker, defender, and or scorer on the floor on any given night. None of these other niggas can check all those boxes.
Well, I would say Malone could, but we don't need to give him flowers.
Best defender?
Sounds like you
I mean, you
just
already
did,
gave
Mark.
him flowers.
Yeah, you just did. So,
Karl Malone?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just did.
Why could he not be the best defender on the court on any given night?
Who's he facing?
The Portland Trailblazers.
Anybody on any given night?
When he was going
Well,
to
as long as he- as long as
when he was
he's
going to
going
play
up
the
against
Portland
David
Am I
Robinson.
stupid or am I massively underrating Karl Malone's defense?
Yes, you are.
Massively
I would
Malone
say
was
Yes, he
you're
is
probably
what?
underrated.
Which one?
I would say
Malone was an
you're
elite defender. He was.
But which one is he?
I found him to be slightly above average. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I
He's
did.
Slightly above
he's
average,
an
yeah.
offender
That
too,
feels-
but
that
elite
feels-
defender as well.
Slightly above.
That feels
average.
low. I don't know.
Slightly above
Who's an average
what my
defender,
bar
Penn?
is
And
for-
what I want you to do is I want you to take off your blinders for a second about we're talking basketball. Who's an average defender?
You called Jokic average.
You think
Karl
Malone
Malone is
like-
15
better than
times
that?
better defender than him.
Yeah,
you
he's
think
slightly
he's
better
in-
than that.
Oh, paying bullshit today.
To be honest with you,
All
yeah.
All right,
I'm
y'all.
not- I'm
Ryan,
gonna
I do gotta ask you about
Malone.
have a good one, y'all.
Yeah, I'm
Good to
just
good to talk to you.
gonna
Jeffy.
disagree.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Merry
Well,
Paying
fun.
paying
We'll shut
bullshit
it down.
today.
Thank you, Penn, for shutting the show down.
What did I shut down?
You didn't shut anything down, as you were saying, Ron.
I just don't
Give me
think he's
chance,
that
yeah.
great. What's so great about him? What does he do so great on defense? Good post defender? Okay, cool.
Yes, he was an awesome
Stop his
post
man.
defender. He was a great defensive rebounder. Great defensive rebounder. He was a great transition defender also. Great
The
transition.
transition defender is crazy. I can't believe he's gonna bring that up. But just anchor, but just anchor.
It's
in
not
the defense.
chill. Chill can't break. Chill is
Uh.
never gonna break down a play without bringing up transition. And the day he
Yeah,
does, I'm
transition.
gonna remind him to bring it up. Chill without bringing up transition.
Transition
Doesn't feel
defender
the
is
same.
like swipe.
I
right.
need to hear something
Why is
about
not being a
transition.
why is not being a
Facts,
transition
chill, talk
defender
to
an
him.
awesome
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
That's-
because
like Hakeem
yeah.
Olajuwon is one of the best transition defenders in NBA history. He
Because
ran
it's
point
a-
guards. He ran guards out of the lane. That's
Yeah,
what was going
sure,
on.
But it's so small of a thing. I just don't.
No,
think
it is
it's
not,
hard.
because a lot of teams relied, especially back then, because the game was so slow. A lot of teams relied on easy buckets, and where you get them easy buckets at in transition. Well, if you got teams that get back on
Yeah,
defense,
but you don't get that many
Malone
of
in
them, though.
particular. That's the
But
point.
back then, yeah. So it ain't that many. If he gets back on transition twice a game, like
No,
that's
we've
not
been
that.
playing. Okay, first of all, I'm playing a lot more in transition than twice a game. Like, teams are running a lot more than that. We might not be scoring 150 points. We might not be scoring 130 points, but I do have to
Y'all
get back
scored
on defense.
88.
Yeah, and you know why we're scoring 88? Because we're not scoring every time in transition. My team is getting back, and we're stopping you guys.
I mean,
I
guess.
can't believe you,
just-
Drench,
to
as a
me,
coach, don't value transition defense like that.
I didn't say I don't value it. I
In
just
fact,
wouldn't have brought
you
it
were the
up. I
one
just
who
wouldn't
came
have
up
brought
here
it
and
up.
talked to us when we were doing the Atlanta Knicks series. One of your first talking points was one quote: "Get back." You
Yeah,
made
but
sure that
I wa-
when we was talking about the
You're
Atlanta
right.
Hawks, get back. In fact,
right.
that's why the Knicks. That's why the Knicks beat them, because they slowed down their transition offense. And yet you sitting here talking to me.
You get
Bro, I'm
cooked
sick
bad
of-
right
I'm
now.
sick
You
of-
sitting here
I'm
talking
sick
to me
of
about
vibe-
you don't value transition defense.
I'm sick of
Hell, going
vibe
on?
testing. I'm
my
sick of
position.
vibe
I
checking
ain't even
defense,
say
bro.
my position. My whole thing is this on chill with the transition defense. It's not that I don't care about it. I'm saying I think transition is a team thing. Like, as far as on defense, like, it's about team transition on defense. When I was talking about the Atlanta Hawks, I'm talking about everybody on their team, not, oh, Jalen Johnson was great in transition defense. Like, I wasn't paying attention to that part, but I thought it was funny that you brought up transition defense with Karl Malone. Like, you could have brought up the way he anchored defenses. You could have brought up that type of stuff. Like,
really
you could have brought
anchor
up the way he was
defenses.
able to. Exactly what an anchor does. Like, he's able to funnel people. He's able to funnel people into tough shots, and then he's able to grab the rebound. That's
But
how
I
you
don't
anchor a
think he
defense.
did that. Okay, like I'm trying to understand this because
I think he was one of the better man defenders in the league.
okay,
I was just about to say that
therein
too.
lies
he
the
was a
point.
better man
Yes,
defender too.
he
was
was
But
a very
I think he forced people into tough shots. I think he did.
I agree.
okay. He had active hands.
Really
I'll give
good
him
pass.
that. Very good
Mhm.
hands. He was
Yeah.
positionally very solid. Like
You
Yeah.
can play defense
Okay,
without
like,
fouling.
Ron Artest's kind of variant in that sense of like you can't really move him off his spot, so your spot becomes tougher by extension. However, as a team defender, as a rim protector,
I
I agree
disagree
with the
No.
rim protection. Team defender,
disagree
he's
with
a
yeah, I give him L grade for as a team defender,
Why?
specifically in terms of closing out and helping other players. Like rim protection is one of your primary goals. If you're playing in the 90s in the paint, rim protection is like, oh, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek got blown by. Let me go and recover at the rim. So he's definitely not doing what a lot of the big men in that era were able to do in that sense, especially big men who were considered good defenders like Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, those guys. Okay,
Yeah,
but I'm talking like
centers.
Okay, but even like when you compare him to his contemporaries at the power forward position, like I don't know, Dennis Rodman, who he consistently went up against.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman wasn't much of a rim protector either.
I'll give you this: Horace Grant was a much better defender than him.
Okay, I can get with that.
Yo, fellas,
Are we talking about the early 90s or the late 90s?
Yeah, the
Hey,
early
I got to step in, fellas, because I got to leave in 15
As you were
minutes.
saying, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
And so,
Never mind. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Shout out to Ryan Thornton. Ryan Thornton became a YouTube member. Salute to you. Top of the Hill also became a YouTube member. Shout out to Top of the Hill. The next super chat is from Sorry Man Limv. Sorry Matt Limv. Sorry said, this is kind of
sorry, Madeline V, but
Anyway.
but it's cool.
I do sound a little better. Sorry, Melon V said this is kind of unfair to Yoke though, because he doesn't have the years played like the other guys.
He don't need
I
him.
mean, he's in year 11 and he's played quite well. I think we understate the current players' longevity. Similar things happens to Giannis. It's like we kind of forget how long they've been around. Because like,
what was that super chat directed towards Swiper saying he's the best player in the decade?
No, that was about us. We did a table of the biggest PRA guys.
Oh, okay.
I heard Swiper was being discussed.
That's ridiculous. And he named every category that did not hurt Jokic. The main fucking one, defense. I mean, he didn't say nothing about defense in that period.
Good hands,
so ironic.
good post defender, gets a lot of rebounds.
Oh, so he really is coming on defense.
There you go.
All right,
move him off the spot. Can you?
The King Slayer slid through $4.99 and said, "Yo, Ox, Pablo Torre would be licking his chops, ready to snitch on MJ."
That's a
See,
fact.
y'all just be putting accusations on people for no reason. MJ don't deserve none of these accusations.
He really don't, but they would definitely
None.
be digging deeper, and they would definitely be digging deeper into what MJ had going on back then, even though it wasn't nothing. Even though it wasn't nothing.
Dig into, he gonna be the face of the franchise. He gonna be the face of Kaushi. Like, what we talking about? He gonna be right there.
Oh my god,
It is interesting. You have to take this conversation all the way over there.
Bro,
you don't have to talk about on the court.
Bro, Michael Jordan have yet to do a deal with Prize Picks.
On the court apart from the last 2 minutes.
First of all, Michael Jordan have yet to do a deal. You have yet to see Michael Jordan on Prize Picks. You have yet to see Michael Jordan on Kaushi, Polymark. These stuff exists now. He don't do it.
He does not.
He don't do none of this stuff now.
You know why? You know why?
That's because Pablo ain't investigating.
Because he made like
right
$1 billion since we started this show on his.
And I can make another $1 billion if I get involved in that.
He don't got to do it.
If he did that.
Why does he got
Right,
to do that?
I can make another $1 billion. I can make another $100 million if I got involved in that.
But you know what but Penn, you know what he still does? Go to the casino and gamble.
And golf.
Still tricking dough.
The funniest story.
The
The funniest story about Michael Jordan was he gave Scottie Pippen, young Scottie Pippen, rookie Scottie Pippen, a pair of golf clubs, and people were like, "Oh, that's really nice." Scottie Pippen said, "Nah, he's just trying to get my money on the golf course."
Not gambling on games.
So what?
Scotty was scared to lose a couple dollars. He could have gone with the goal.
I was broke as dirt, but you better believe me, every weekend we went out and bet 10, 15, 30 bucks on a game. Of course. We totally did that.
I'm disappointed.
You didn't do that? You never did that?
All I know, Drink,
you never put 20 bucks on a shot, Chill?
That Jay was doing
you ain't never put 20 bucks on a shot, Chill?
You
never put 20 bucks on a shot. No one ever said, I'll give you 20 bucks if you make the shot. That never happened with you, Chill? You Mother Teresa up here?
No, I'm not saying that I never gambled. I played the lottery from time to time. Like when the lottery.
I'm not talking about the lottery. I'm saying you ever put 20 bucks on your shot going in or out?
When the lottery, like when Powerball gets up to like 1.5 billion.
Damn, I never knew Chill had a gambling addiction, man.
I'll put a couple of dollars in that, or like when Mega Millions gets up to or like 800
Answer this
million.
question directly, sir. Have you ever put 20 bucks on you making a shot or not making a shot?
I've actually put $20. I've actually put $50 on me kicking somebody's ass on the basketball court.
Okay, welcome to the Michael Jordan story. Are you a degenerate gambler?
Yes, I did win.
No,
Yes, I did.
stop disparaging the man because he put
Okay, those two things
$500.
are not the same thing because there's way more at risk. My job is playing professional basketball. I'm just at the park. I'm 17 years old and I ain't got no bread.
Chill.
And I think that
I got a
I'm
number for
hustling
you to
somebody
chill. I got a
for
number
50
for
or
you.
$60.
Chill. I got a number for you to call if you need some help.
Imagine this. Imagine me being drenched 17
This is
years
Oxford.
old.
This
It's
is
100% Oxford. Yes, it is. It's absolutely.
Yeah, he started
Oxford.
this
I
rumor
agree.
on the
Yeah,
go.
I agree.
Imagine me being 17 years old and somebody going, yo, I bet you can't beat him one-on-one. And I got
And yet we still
$50.
here. Your fault.
Chill. They saying I'm Vlad TV in the chat. Damn.
All right,
Like I
y'all.
said,
On top of that, I don't gamble.
The next super chat is from Dre Knows Ball, sent through $4.99 and said, what KD said about the 2017 Warriors
think his name
and
is Drew.
Sixers. Probably no, that's Dre. I know him.
Oh,
We went to middle school together. His name is his
Drew,
middle name is
Drew
W.
W. Knows ball.
Yeah,
okay.
Drew W. Yeah. But
Dre
no,
W.
Dre W.
Dre
Dre
W.
W. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, my dog Dre W said what KD said about the 2017 Warriors and Sixers, probably the funniest and most delusional take I've ever heard. Can you read the tweet word for word?
I don't really speak on
No, what?
35 very much.
Why not?
I don't speak on.
He
Anymore?
said Joel's an MVP recently. Jaylen Brown, recent finals MVP. Tyrese Maxey, all-star the last 3 years. We all know what Bron does. Klay Thompson was never an MVP candidate in nothing. 22 points per game. Draymond, 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Steph at MVP, just like Joel was. I don't get how the Warriors team is better on paper. That's
Because he's crazy. I think that would be a shallow statement, considering the fact that Klay Thompson was probably one of the most dangerous men in basketball at that time. That's number one. Number two, Draymond Green is still one of the most dangerous men in basketball, considering he will hurt you. And at that time, he was hurting people and kicking them in the nuts, and he was intimidating
Hey,
people.
Joel
at that
Embiid
time.
doing that too.
No,
Mark,
and
one more time. I
that
just
team
wanna
was
make-
extremely
I'm sorry.
healthy. It's no possible way that you can sit up here and say that this Sixers team is the same as him joining a 73 win team. It's no possible way that you can say that. And if we want to
So-
base it just on stats, that's ridiculous. Because like I said, outside of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson at that time was the most dangerous man in basketball. We all know what he could do in one quarter. So that's cap. Tyrese Maxey ain't capable of that. Jaylen Brown not capable of that.
One more time, Oz. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that I heard it correctly.
Joel MVP recently. Jaylen Brown, recent finals MVP. Tyrese Maxey, all-star the last 3 years. We all know what Bron does. Klay Thompson, never an MVP candidate in nothing. 22 points per game. Draymond, 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Stephen MVP, just like Joel was. I don't get how the Warriors team is better on paper.
So I just want to make sure that I'm following him, Drench. So this is the Steph Curry who just came off being the league
The
MVP.
unanimous MVP.
The
Yeah.
unanimous
Unanimous
league MVP. We have the second best marksman in the game in Klay Thompson. Like there's Curry. And then
The
there's
second most dangerous man in the game.
Right. There's the second best marksman in the game. And by show of hands, how many of you guys think that I can put together an argument that Draymond Green is the best defensive player in the game at that time?
Oh, at that time,
I think I can put together an argument that Draymond Green
Easily.
is the and what we're gonna do is
and
we're gonna
one of the better playmakers too.
I mean, he
And
also
one of the
left
better playmakers,
himself
too.
out of the team on paper.
I think that man,
Which is the biggest issue.
Mars, you actually beat me to it, Mars, because what I was about to say is that now what we're going to do is we're going to add your 27 a game to that. No, what's going on?
That's
here?
what's funny. He just happened to leave out his presence on the Warriors.
And we're going to add your 27 a game to that. What the fuck is wrong
But
with you?
we've lost Harrison Barnes. No one talks about that. Okay.
Oh my God.
We got
I
Andre
mean,
Iguodala,
you
Sean
right.
Livingston on the bench. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? We ain't even
We
talk
got
about that.
we got Anthony Simonson, VJ
You got
Edgecombe.
Andrew Bogut. You got Andrew Bogut still at that time.
Was Bogut there in 17?
We got
I
Adem
think he came
Bona.
back in 19, I think.
Oh, I thought he was there.
You might be right. I can't remember exactly their whole roster. But yeah, shout out to Kevin Durant, man.
No. Kevon Looney was on there. Kevon Looney.
No, he
was.
got traded in 17.
For real though, if
Yeah, Bogut
2017
got
Kevin
traded.
Durant ended up joining this Sixers team, I picked him to win a championship very easily. Very easily. Like
I wouldn't,
definitively. I would bet my house on it.
I wouldn't though. but
Shout out to the
it-
super
it- it worked
super team
instead.
Sixers. Shout out to him, man.
That's
but
a
they did-
ridiculous
but
statement.
they
I
didn't
think it's-
add
I think it's pretty
2017
ignorant.
KD. They added 400-year-old LeBron. So
Who's better than?
Yeah.
You know what?
But I just want to say this though, Ron. I want to say that just wasn't a very educated statement by an NBA basketball player, because I don't want us to feel like, you know, we speaking out of turn, because I'm still in my game chair. So I just wanted to make sure, you know, I just wanted to make sure I came correct. But I
Nah,
did see
cook,
Rudy
KD.
Gobert get hit with a fucking step back by a UFC fighter. But little old me can't score against. Hey, Mars, I know you saw the same thing. That's all I'm saying. I saw
Yeah,
it 4
but
times.
was he-
I
but
believe
was
that.
he
I believe
trying to
that
guard him?
scoring a point on an NBA player is not the end of the world.
was he trying to guard him though?
That's
All right,
what
fellas,
They always gonna do that though.
We got to move on, y'all. 989 Michi said Powell was 19-9 before Kobe. By the way,
Yes, he was.
I was a
Yeah,
good
Powell was a
basketball
good player.
player. Powell was good before Kobe. He was good after Kobe. Powell was good.
I'm
And
glad we didn't get
during
that.
Kobe.
Get Paul Gasol that time though. We were supposed to
Yeah,
get him.
Powell was good before Kobe, with Kobe, after Kobe.
With
Good
Spain.
basketball player.
Yep.
all right. Petty Hardaway sent through $4.99 and said Jordan got equity in and is an advisor for DraftKings.
Once again,
For real?
people
He
just,
advises people on how
once
to
again,
make money
people
gambling.
just
Look at him.
people just putting allegations on him, just like they said he owned that private prison, and that's clearly not him. Public records
Michael
clearly show that's
Jordan
not him.
DraftKings. Let's see. Michael Jordan DraftKings.
They just
Michael
putting
Jordan
accusations
takes
on him.
equity stake in DraftKings.
They
becomes
lying. They lying
advisor.
on him. No, they lying on him. They lying on him. They lying on him.
So he's been affiliated since September 2020, joined the company
Yep,
as a special
that's what I'm
advisor,
looking at. Yep.
board of directors, and as part of the arrangement received an equity stake, so ownership interest in the company. DraftKings said Jordan would provide a strategic and creative guidance on business initiatives, product development, marketing, and other key areas.
Oh, product development ain't nothing
the
crazy.
proof is in the pudding.
He invested
I'm
in
talking
it.
about that.
Before
I'm
it was
talking
fake,
about-
now he finds out. Oh no, it's just not that crazy. I mean,
ain't that
Mars,
crazy.
I'm talking about he would have
Snowball effect.
sprinted out of retirement.
Hey, hold on. When did Terry Rozier start his whole thing?
You talking to you? Oh God! Oh God! So you see
Jordan
you see
probably
what
the
we
one
doing?
advising Malik Beasley and them.
Oh my God! You see what we doing?
I know
Q? You
what's
see what the hell
going
going
on.
on?
I know what's going on. He got other people doing his bidding. I see what it is.
Dang.
Interesting.
All right, I take no Kobe slander. Sent through $4.99 and said y'all are wrong. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I think he meant to say he was 100% soft. Yelling at him to get angry and be aggressive. Kobe did unlock him 100%. Y'all are bugging.
No,
I think this
read it
is
how it
coming from a
was.
really objective place. Personally, I think that's coming from a
No,
really
it's not. Actually,
No, I have no reason to believe I take no Kobe slander would be biased in his analysis of Kobe and Pau Gasol's relationship.
I'm disappointed in y'all.
I
with this
think
MJ
it's
shit.
crazy to look at what I was saying as Kobe slander. That's the issue. Saying how dare you think somebody was a good basketball player before and after they played with Bean? Like that's the issue, is that y'all take stuff as slander that's not slander.
Y'all remember that like moment where Kyrie Irving was asked what it's like to have a father figure like LeBron? And he nearly lost
Yeah, I
his
thought that was
shit.
very silly.
Bugging out? Are y'all
Yeah, that was
crazy? Like,
ridiculous.
my father
Well,
is alive and well.
that wasn't
That's
a
ridiculous.
question, but like, yeah, I mean,
Like,
that was very.
it was just
weird.
flat
That's
out
kind of
ridiculous.
what people do, right? Like I got news for people. Scottie Pippen was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics. Okay. He was obviously traded the day before to the Bulls. Had he played out his entire career with the Seattle Supersonics, Jordan or no Jordan, he still would have been an all-time great. May not have won 6 championships, may not have won 2 championships. The point here is greats find a way to be great, regardless of era, regardless of context, regardless of coaching. They just find a way. That's why I don't like era taxing greats that much, because I do believe genuinely that greats find a way to be great. Magic would have found a way to scale his game to the 90s.
100%. I mean, that's all the players. I mean, when you look at it, life is about
Magic would have
perspective.
been allowed to continue his career in the 2020s. He would have been all right.
Yeah, for sure. But he would have scared the shit out of a lot of people too, though, by the way. But at the same time, that's all these players do, though. Like you look at Joe Johnson was saying he think he averaged about 33 a night. Like that, these players like SGA, I don't think it's crazy, but like these players like
That's a low
SGA,
point.
Luka, they all look at players' games and say, I can do that. Let me add that. So it's just like if these greats grew up watching the game, they certainly would adjust to it. Like they just certainly would. And they have the tool set to do it.
But I expect him to have that confidence. When Scottie Pippen first got to Chicago, he thought he could beat Michael Jordan. That's supposed to be how great players think. Kobe thought he was better than Shaq when he was 18 years old. That's how it's supposed to be. Like when you're great, you think you're better than everybody, but you're not. And Joe Johnson probably was a great basketball player in his time, thinking right now that he's better than all these cats who play now because his game is so much more refined and better. It's not. Like reality is crazy. Like if Luke averaging 34, Joe Johnson not averaging 26. Straight up. Joe Johnson.
I disagree with you. I think 33. I think Joe Johnson can do. I think Joe Johnson can do damn near the same thing as Luka. He's just not as a playmaker.
He averaged 25 game
playmaker.
I think that was
but we've had this conversation before. I mean, Luke averaged 33. It's hard for me to envision it, but I mean, maybe he does. I don't know. Joe Johnson was good as.
I just think he would shoot. He would shoot more. He would shoot more shots. Like he would shoot more threes. They would play a lot faster. He's equipped to do all of the things.
I mean, he already took a lot of shots back then. I mean, how many shots?
Yeah, you just take more. Yeah, just like Luka. Take a lot of shots now.
But if you become less efficient now the league has.
Well, he ain't said nothing about efficiency. He just said 32 points.
I mean, we're assuming there's going to be a decline in efficiency because teams are going to be able to gear up on you, and obviously, if you're averaging 33 points, that means you're probably not playing with another dominant scorer, which means I get to really zone in on you the way teams do.
Really, Penn? Because if you averaging 30, then none other dude should be able to average 30 with you. I mean, that's the logic. I know that's ridiculous, but yeah, that's the logic.
Pretty much what I said.
Since we're on the subject of shooting shots, Blackest Panther said, "Ron, what?" I sent the $10 super chat yesterday, and you didn't read it, and then proceed to read all the $5 chats. Damn, that broke my heart. Ron, trash, garbage.
Damn. Because I was doing that 2 times in 3 days.
Trash. Absolutely. Yep. 3 years from Tough Bradley. 3 years. What surprising players do you think teams would realistically leave unprotected in an expansion draft to get off a contract? Well, it depends on
Klay Thompson.
I think Klay's gonna be in the league in 3 years.
I don't think he is either. And if he is,
he was saying 3 years because he's been a member for 36 months.
Yeah.
He's
saying what surprising players do you think would?
Do you think Philly would leave Joel unprotected?
Yep.
Yes.
I would and beg somebody to take him.
Yes,
there we
go.
Trae Young.
Shit, the Lakers.
I mean, the Wizards just gave him that contract. I think
because they had to.
They didn't have to.
They did have
to.
Why did they have to, Ben?
Because they traded for him on the assumption that they would make that deal. That's called pre-agency. The Raptors did it with Brandon Ingram. Teams do that all the time now. They negotiate their extension before they make the trade.
Isn't that what Milwaukee's getting? Isn't that what Milwaukee's getting investigated for? That's basically the same thing that they just.
No, exactly what it sounds like to me, Ox.
So what you're saying is I'm not allowed to say take less and I'll give you more later, but I am allowed to say, hey, we'll do this, and I'm assumed to give you this money later on. I can see a little difference there, but
so a player who is approaching free agency who does not have an avenue to seek an extension with their current team. So an example would be like someone like who the hell's a free agent right now? Who is a free agent right now? Shit, I don't know. But let's just say there's a player. Anthony Davis was a free agent. Like he was about to be a free agent, and he had a big extension coming, and Dallas didn't want to sign him to it. So his agent is going to go ahead and try to find a team that's willing to give him that extension, and then we are going to push our way to go to that team. The Lakers, ironically, did this with Luka. Allegedly, the Dallas Mavericks didn't want to pay him, right? So the Lakers were like, "We'll pay him." Every team has done this to some extent. Every team. And the Washington Wizards did it twice.
Okay, but here's the problem: if they had to pay him,
but you don't get him without that. You paid nothing to get him. See, that's the whole point. You paid CJ McCollum to get him, right?
Yeah, you did.
But when Trae Young was traded, I think most people kind of looked at it like that's all they got for Trae Young. But the reason that's all they got for Trae Young is because they agreed to pay him.
Right. But that doesn't negate the fact that they had to pay him.
No, they do have to pay him. Otherwise, you can't trade for him.
No, here's the difference. They were building that unit with Trae Young in mind. That's why they did that. It wasn't like, oh, we got to pay him because of this. No, they were building that unit.
They weren't building shit. They were the worst team in the NBA, Joe.
Exactly why they was building. That's why they went and got him. That's why they went and got
No, they went and got him
Middleton.
because
That's why they
Ansi
got Anthony
Soleil
Davis.
decided that Trae Young was not worth building with going forward.
Right.
See, like,
and
what-
Washington thought that he was in a short
right, but
term.
they didn't draft Bilal Coulibaly with the foresight that Trae Young would become available. They drafted Bilal Coulibaly to be a franchise player. They drafted,
and he's not, which means that we
of
got to
course,
go in
and
a
neither
different
is Alex
direction.
Sarr, neither is Keyshawn George. So my
Well, that's
point
not
is,
true about Alex Sarr.
Trae
No.
Young came
Still-
up. Trae Young came up for sale because Ansi
Yep.
Soleil obviously views him differently than previous ownership or previous the general managers viewed him.
Yep.
So we are like, if you look at it this way, Atlanta's like, okay, we don't want to go forward with Trae Young. We don't want to sign him with the extension. What are we going to do? We're going to lose him for nothing? No. Trae Young's representation don't want to go to free agency because teams don't have money in free agency anymore. So you don't want to ever go to free agency. You'll notice that a lot of stars don't go to free agency. So what do we want to do? We have to find the one team that's willing to pay us. And that way, at the very least, we can show the Atlanta Hawks, this is why you have to pay my client. The so Trae Young's representation go and find the Wizards. And they say, hey, y'all got all these young players. Y'all have a boatload of cap space. You want to sign Trae Young? And they're like, yes. And they're like, okay, great. Now we make the trade happen. So the agents are driving these deals. It's like when Fred VanVleet left Toronto to go to Houston, there was no other offer for him that was even close to $43 million, right? The only other offer that Toronto had to compete with was the Houston offer because Ime Udoka didn't want to have James Harden there. So it's just pre-agency. It's a new thing in the NBA.
Fair enough. So I think this is Devon Allen. Powell wasn't a top 5 power forward until he went to LA. Duncan, KG, Dirk, Amari, and Stoudemire and Bosch were all considered better.
I didn't like Bosch better. Did
No,
you
I
like
didn't
Bosch better?
No, I did not. No, sir, I did not. I'd be lying if I said I did, especially during that time, like 08, 09, 9, 10. No, I did not. So, Edu, 05, member for 4 months, says, stop talking about players' mindset, please. You don't know about their mentality or what happened in the locker room. Lakers were the best team in the league. Yes, they were. Lakers were the best team in the league. But you could also watch players and you could see what type of mentality they exude. You can definitely see that. You can see that guys are a little bit more lax. You can see that guys are a little bit more forceful. And you don't need to be in the locker room to see that. You can recognize that from just hearing how they talk and seeing how they are on the bench.
Plus, we've also seen these players talk about these things. We've heard their teammates talk about these things. We've heard stories about what Rasheed Wallace did behind closed doors that have been verified by him. We've seen documentaries made about Kobe Bryant. So we could talk about it.
Perfect. With my Crew X 1987, Wilt in the modern day going to be offensive creator on the side.
An OnlyFans creator.
An OnlyFans creator on the side and be showing up, lit the games like Harden. Also, peak Siakam versus Clay. I got Siakam low key.
I got Siakam too.
Just so we clear, alcohol was around when Wilt was playing in the 70s, in the 60s and the 70s. That was going on. And Wilt was very conscious about taking care of his body. So I'm having a difficult time with that. So Marquavian Black said, salute to the panel. Kobe is the one and only player, MJ, since the 60s that won back-to-back chips without a 20 per game co-star. Beat Boston. That the big three alone. Thoughts? He's the only player to win back-to-back without a 20-point per game scorer. Did the Pistons have a 20-point per game scorer? I think Joe Dumars scored 20, but Isaiah didn't.
I think the lower pace of the 90s kind of suppressed Pippen's stats a little bit. I think if Pippen played today or if Pippen played in the 70s, he would have had 22, 24 points per game easy.
I think he would have too. He was actually second behind Dominique Wilkins in 94 as the second scoring small forward in the league. It was Dominique Wilkins leading all small forwards in points per game that year, and Scottie Pippen was right behind him. So, in fact, we were really surprised about how good of a scorer Scottie Pippen was. We didn't know that until Jordan left. Like, oh, shit, this dude could really score at a high level. So,
in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was not uncommon for a team to go 5, 6, 8, 9 games without breaking 100 points. That's crazy, I know. And today, it would be absurd for a team not to break 100 points. So
something's got to be wrong with the team if they're not doing that. So Malik Stevenson says CP3 with a ring gets in the Steph Magic combos. It's him. Does he?
I had him third. I'm going to spoil that. You know, when Mars asked us for the all-time point guard list, I had Chris Paul third.
I had him a little bit. The all-time point guard list. I think I don't know if I'm pretty confident I had him in the top 10. So the Godfather 651 said L host. Yes, Ron is garbage. Melly Way, CP3 would have been the factor Houston won if Houston won. I don't know about it. I don't know if he would have been the factor, but he would have been talked about different than he is now if they would have beat the Golden State Warriors. Definitely not going to argue that point. Zigzag Puzzle, do y'all care about baseball anymore now that Skubal is on the Dodgers? I mean, I think the White Sox just handed him over. Like he was a bucket of extra crispy in a six-pack. Like it was nothing. That was nuts to me. So that's crazy.
Was that more nuts, or was Kelsey Plum being traded to the Mercury more nuts?
Well, I think Skubal being traded was because Kelsey Plum is now, like, I think this is the second time she's been traded in the last 3 years. So yeah, I think that
she's still one of the best point guards in
still one of the better bucket getters in the game too. Yeah, still one of the better bucket getters in the game. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, that is it. That is our time. It was dope to see you guys today. Y'all know where to find us. We are here every day, Monday to Friday, 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We have these great topics. We will be back soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Amen. Call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. We will see you guys soon.
Today is actually my mother's heavenly birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama.
There
if
you go.
Still here. And happy birthday, Mama, if you were still here. So we will
right,
see you guys soon. Until then, take it light.
Peace
Take
out.
it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys. It was dope.